into your blue, yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, stars, I keep seeing stars inside your eyes. In my mind, I'm holding on to all the sparks flying through the dark while we collide. Tell me that I'm all you ever wanted. Take me to a crowded place and I know all I see is the way that you breathe. Hit me like a hurricane and I know all I need is your love next to me. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, right into you. Underwater, I'm under, but I'm high. I can't let go of the way you love me better. Thought I could never touch the sky, but you got me holding heaven. Take me to a crowded place and I know all I see is the way that you breathe. Hit me like a hurricane and I know all I need is your love next to me. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, right into you.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Now, my good friend Hive is out there. Let's bring him in, shall we? Hello, mate. Long time no see. How you
Hello.
doing? Welcome across the pond straight away.
Thank you for having me.
I love doing that. I went for our traditional backdrop on this. I thought we have a bit of red, white, and blue for the backdrop.
Nice.
And of course, as everyone knows, this is our anniversary stream. So, hi everyone, welcome to mine and Brick Hive's YouTube anniversary stream. It's the way it goes. This is the way. You know it makes sense. And thank you everybody for coming over as well from the other side. Let's say hello to a few peeps that are out there. We've got Mayor Hosco as well saying real whole egg. It's a strange catchphrase, but it's kind of got a ring to it. Brick Stage Pass, you saying, I thought you were ready. I am ready. This is as good as it needs to be. There's ready and there's more ready. We got the Transatlantic Stream in 2023, aka the Viper and the Flip Flop. It is the Viper and the Flip Flop. That is the alternative ones. Might as well. What's this? Might as well run an advert. That's up to Google. I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. Greg, pant on fire. I don't know what that means. Pant on fire. Are you trying to put it out, or are you saying your pants are on fire? Good evening again, little old lady, says Bricky TY. Badger's saying bodge job. Bodge job? This ain't SAR. Who else we got out there as well? UCS Land Speeder versus or greater than, I think that is the UCS X-Wing. Who else we got out there too? Yeah, everyone else. A toilet break. It was indeed actually a toilet break. Indeed, I had to go back to the house. What's this? That is a lovely body shot, Greg. It is. There we go.
There you go.
What can I say? What can I say?
Hello, Mother Brick.
It is. Hey, I've got pink balls out there too. Let's scroll down. One step bike as well. Hey, beautiful Lego people. Good to see you, dude. And what's this? It looks like a teapot with a hand on your hips. It does actually, doesn't it? I have to sort that angle out. Let's do this. Should we go around like that or go around like that? I don't know. Let's go down. So you can. I mean, I'd like to show you what I'm actually building, but I'll have to do that. This is a massive UCS set. I mean, I suppose the clue's in the name, isn't it, folks? I suppose being a UCS. He goes, it's not a catchphrase. It's the second line of my channel slogan and my flagship live stream. Oh, I hear ya. That's like me going around saying London calling to everyone. This isn't so Sar because Sar is good. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, Baz. He does it. They have 2 good streams. They come back from nowhere and they think they're God's gift. We've got Minifig who's saying if for the Nads watching the stream, Planet Tech, there we go. And we've got Simon out there, haha, fooding with bricks as well. Who else got there? Dumbo Air Force. Hello, it's Jack, Charlie's boyfriend. Hope you've been well. Nice to meet you, Jack. Charlie's boyfriend. Hope you're doing well. Mother Brick's out there too. So yeah, do you want to show us where you're at with the build at the moment?
Yeah, sure. Just getting this base together, you know. There's a lot of nice little color aspects to it, but I see where it's going, you know. It's got the little slope actions, you know. But yeah, it's nice. I see where the flip-flop analogy comes from.
It does. An old leather pair of sandals or something like that. There we go. Oh, Baz is enjoying that. But yeah, folks, while you're here, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. You find all the details down in the description below. Well, there's a link to his stream, actually, from part 1. So if you're watching this is part 2 of a 2-part stream. It's up to you. You hang around if you want to. Hang around if you want to. But anyway, if you want to see part 1, see how we built a few bags, then check out the link down in the description below. And of course, while you're there, give us a thumbs up too. So how many bags have you built so far?
1. Just a lot. Lots in one bag.
You talk a lot, don't you? Eh? I mean, people say I'm slow. I've done. I've only done 2 bags, mind. So, but then
I thought you were like, gosh, I thought you probably went through a ton of them.
I know that was it's 1 bag per wing. So I've got.
Oh wow, okay.
Saying that, I've got 10. I've got 3 bags left, but I won't quite finish it all off today. But I'll be pretty much there. We'll be going for a good, healthy couple of hours, folks. We will be. But anyway, I'm just gonna go silent because we are gonna open up some bags.
Yes.
So you can.
I will
talk to you're good at talking to people.
With the chat while you're opening some bags, because good Lord knows, man, opening some bags can be quite loud, quite crinkly. Simon says, King Oldendorf, was it you saying my name getting me kicked out of the draw last night? Well, a little plug. I'll give a little plug. So on Good Morning Brick World tomorrow, we will have a special guest. His name is Tech. We're going to be talking heavily.
Harry Potter? Surely it's Harry Potter. That's what he's going to go on there for, isn't it?
No,
don't get him on there for Star Wars.
Well, obviously we're having the Star Wars theme because of, May the 4th and all that stuff. But there's been a lot of stuff going on with Star Wars, so we wanted to talk about as much Star Wars as we could, Lego and non-Lego related, and good and bad, because there's a lot of stuff going on. And some good, some not so good.
The Star Destroyer, not Star Destroyer, sorry, the Death Star. You can't buy that for love nor money anymore. That's gone. That's globally gone.
Yeah, that's sold out, right? I want to say one of the other. I don't know if the coin sold out. I thought it did, but it might not have.
Does anyone care about the coin?
I got to tell you, the coin's a weird thing. I don't know why. I mean, look, I feel like most of us would rather have a minifig. And I know a lot of people might be like, well, you got a minifig last year. You guys complain about it or whatever. Look, it wasn't like complaining necessarily. It was just like, out of all the figures in the universe, man, they had to give us Aunt Beru. But
you got what you wished for, though, Hive. But you got to be careful
and look,
what you wished
I came to my senses after I thought about it. I was like, look, would I have rather had some cool bounty hunter or a Jedi or a Sith or a droid? Yeah, but you know what? Aunt Beru was a very random and a collectible mini.
I liked it because it was so random. And I tell you what, I've got the build just there. Built it on Lego Danny Bob Studios stream the other night, and that is a really good build. It was a brilliant gift we purchased. Not only did you get a good build, you got a unique minifigure as well. Yeah, it's Aunt Beru, but But so
Yeah, we got this coin.
Yeah, I called it a flipping coin. I'm not really that fussed about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't plan on keeping it. I'm gonna just probably sell it, you know. But I'm just like I'm gonna sell all the other coins. Those collectible coins, you know. I'm gonna sell those as well.
Sell mine too.
Hi, Haley Bricks.
Before I go to bed, tell Brick Hive we've got to talk later about the flex tape. I mean, flex tube build technique at the front of the land speeder. If it's so innovative, never seen anything like it on a set.
Yeah, you're talking about the front.
Yeah, I think didn't they use a similar thing to that on the Mos Eisley Cantina set? Around the bar.
Yeah, I want to see. Yes, I have to go back and look at it. It's over in the desert.
Yeah, me too, Haley. I'm with you all the way.
The
but you know what?
Paperweight.
I say this: the Death Star is a really good build. Well, it looks like a really good build anyway. Like it's okay, but I just want to figure. But then maybe we should get them every other year. Maybe we should get them when the next one comes out around the October sort of time, wherever that is. Who knows? Who knows? Indeed. We'll find out though.
I would really love to know the actual reason why they don't just use figs more often,
because they know we want it.
Well,
and I still want my Galen Urso, man. I still want my Galen Urso.
Yeah. Galen Urso, dude, would I can't believe that figure didn't come out in any of those Rogue One sets, man.
I know
the guy that designed, he didn't design. Because he didn't design the Death Star.
No, he didn't design the Death Star. He designed the floor in the Death Star to enable it to blow up.
But I feel like he had to have something more involved than just that flaw. But I know he didn't design it because those other creatures did from, the prequels. I don't know. But yeah, I can't believe they didn't make that fig. Bye, Mayo. Darth Hive, more like Jar Jar Hive to me. God dang, man, you said cold-blooded, King Oldendorf. I don't like the way you talking to me like that.
I want to know what tech. Anyone else out there? What minifigure would you like to see them do, or what? Just anything at all. A particular astromech, maybe a new incarnation of Chopper. I mean, what I'm liking about the R2 unit that comes with this X-Wing Starfighter is that, of course, you've got the usual print on the front. And this is a very good printed one, actually. It's not wobbly at all. You get the printing on the back. And that only comes in one other set, which is the trash compactor, from what I recall. So that's cool. That's good to have. And Basil would like Dexter.
That'd be a good one.
I mean, Dexter's a phenomenal program, actually. I tell you what, right? I'd have the same actor as Galen Urso as Hannibal. That was pretty good. If anyone watched that, that's one of the most bizarre programs I've ever watched, but I kind of enjoyed it at the same time too. But yeah, what Star Wars character that they haven't done yet, or maybe a new version of something? I don't know. What would you like to see, folks? Let us know. Do me a favor as well. Give us a thumbs up. It makes sense. It does help out their algorithm. And then people that get to see me get to see Hive as well, because they'll be like, oh, there's a part 1 to this stream. Of which, if you've only just clocked it, folks, you'll find those details, of course, down in the description below. So good morning, Brickworld this weekend. Then it's going to be a little bit Star Wars orientated, is it?
Yes. And not necessarily Lego Star Wars related. It depends on wherever the conversation goes, but we want to just kind of really flesh out some Star Wars stuff, shows where we think things are going, the movies that they talked about, why I guess, bringing Rey back,
I don't mind Rey coming back. I'm quite up for that. And I quite like the fact that they're going to bring what's his name back as well, Finn. She's going to be training him.
Yeah, it's so weird because they both said that they weren't doing any more.
Yeah, he said I ain't going to do it. I think his words were like, I'm disgusted with what they did with the character, And then I said what I said to people. I said, look, all what's going to happen with John Boyega is he's gonna get some other parts, and then and he's gonna do okay, and then he's gonna go on a bit of a lull, and then they're gonna come in and just say, hey, we want you to come back as Finn. And he's gonna probably say, nah, I don't want to. And then they'll say, we could give you this amount of cash. Would that interest you? All right, I mean, that's what's gonna happen, and that's probably what has happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, to me, I'm like, look, it just seems like a weird decision. After all the stuff that happened with the sequels,
I think they're going to put it right. I honestly think that they're thinking, let's do a bit of retrofit in here. Let's put right what, because I think in the end they navigated so badly. I think they could have made that a 4-parter series, that film. But I still enjoyed it. them.
Yeah, I mean, visually, man, it's great. But for me, if I think too hard while watching them, then my brain just wants to explode. Well, I mean, because the contrast, man, from one movie to the next, you know what I mean? It hurts to think about, like, plot holes or whatever happened to this or whatever happened to that. And that's why I'm like, okay, so, a lot of it, dude, honestly, is just personal opinions about how they treated Luke and stuff, in my opinion. You took one of the most optimistic people in the goddamn galaxy, and then you made him a hermit that doesn't like anybody or whatever. Then you killed him, and now you're gonna make Rey the one that builds the Jedi Temple and bring the Jedi back or whatever.
And she's a Palpatine.
And she's a Palpatine on top of it. No, she's a Skywalker.
Yeah,
she's not a Palpatine.
What's your name?
Which I thought that was dumb too. I'm like, dude, what
Skywalker.
Better way to spit in Palpatine's face than to use his name for good spreading through the galaxy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Darth Traya, that'd be a good one, man. Saw Gerrera, another good one.
Oh yeah. Why have we not had a Saw Gerrera yet?
They didn't make one, I don't think, dude. I'm positive they didn't make one. Which would another good Rogue One from sets. Hello, Chris, Revenge of the
Yeah,
Fifth.
I know that they didn't, Craigster, honestly, and he's a very key character. Like, he was in Rebels, Clone, and massively in a couple of the films and the TV series of Andor.
Pinkwell says Library Jedi Jocasta. That would be a great one.
Yeah, I only thought about that the other day. There was some people dressed up as Star Wars peeps outside Lego in Leicester Square the other day, and there was someone dressed up as her, and I was like, yeah, there was, and she was she in the films? I can't remember. She definitely had a part. There was a cut scene, wasn't there, when she was speaking to someone, and there was a statue of Count Dooku. But she was definitely in the cartoons in that. That's for sure.
John, they're never gonna make another Slave Leia, dude. Sorry.
No, they won't.
Happen, dude.
They totally won't. I mean,
they can't even make the dang Jabba's palace without that roof now.
Yeah,
like they're so afraid of
backlash.
People.
Yeah. How much does that figure of Leia go for these days?
Well, there's one that's cheaper. I can't remember which one's which. Usually, I'd ask Titanium J for this kind of information. But there's two of them. One's cheaper and the other one's more expensive. I just can't remember which one was which. But I don't know what she's going for. The cheaper one, honestly, goes for like maybe, don't quote me, but I want to say like maybe $30 or so. Nothing too crazy. Okay. But the other one is way more expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, let's face it, that is a figure that they're never going to remake.
Yeah, never going to remake that. They're not even going to remake it in any kind of movies or anything. If anything, I'm surprised they haven't removed her from the movies.
Yeah, digitally deleted her out.
Just some ghost choking.
Yeah, so goes.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know, but yeah, they're never going to do that one again.
Yeah, I do like Return of the Jedi when they're at the pit and Lando is putting his tentacles around him, and he really screams out. He's like, "Ah!" Like that. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, that was crazy too. How Boba Fett got knocked in there. It's like something totally by accident.
Yeah, it was but Star Wars does do it. There is a funny thing in Star Wars where you get a lot of jetpack fighters that just get knocked off and go flying off into something, you know.
Well, the whole jetpack thing in general, I think it's hilarious. You know, I think about it sometimes when I'm watching like Mandalorian or whatever. That you wouldn't fly the way you think you would fly with those jetpacks on, dude. And on top of that, the percentage rate of those jetpacks burning your ass off, you know what I mean? Fire,
yeah, or burning the back of your legs.
Astronomically high, dude. But they look cool, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I got to have a Corvette once, wearing shorts. Terrible mistake, folks. It was hot enough getting into the Corvette because it was a hot day, and burnt back of my legs just getting into it.
That's why I don't like leather.
Yeah,
dude.
Honestly,
Mrs. Hive bought us a leather couch like years ago. You know, it's a really nice sectional type leather couch, right? I hate it. I hate it. Just like she got leather seats in her vehicle. And like if you wear shorts, if it's hot, you're gonna burn yourself, or possibly even stick to it. And if it's cold, dude, you're gonna freeze your butt off, man. Touching things, man. it's. I just don't understand people's fascination with like a leather jacket, or if you're a rock star or something, like wearing leather pants. I get that, you know.
It's like that guy on that thing goes, "Ah, diggity, this place is magnificent."
But you know, again, to each their own. People like different stuff. I like a nice cloth seat, dude. Like a nice cloth seat.
Yeah, I like my cloth. Anyway, so I not only burnt myself getting into the car, I then got out of the car and completely forgot that it had an exhaust pipe system that ran down the side of the car.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So I got out and straight away I put my legs on it. I was like, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it stung like hell. It did. I left like 2 patches of skin on the exhaust pipe. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, that reminds me. And I still got the scar from it. This dude was sweating in a line. And for anybody that doesn't know, when I say sweating in a line, it means he had a torch. And he was putting 2 pipes together and soldering it.
Yeah.
And this guy didn't say nothing to anybody. He didn't tell anybody or put like anything around it or nothing like that. So I walk up, and it was inside of our shop. He was fixing the AC inside of our shop. So I walk up, you know, and I put my arm up against the wall, and my arm just happened to touch the pipe that he just got done.
Oh,
yeah, dude. I was a hot little potato, no pun intended.
Did you swear?
I did. Very loudly. Very loudly.
Yeah, I was heat and skin.
Yeah, dude. I don't like heat like that. That's not good.
And also as well, initially you don't feel it.
Yeah.
There's always that. There's always you do it and you sort of like, oh, it's like my skin's over there. And it's like, oh no, it's just wrong. It's just wrong.
Yeah, getting burned is definitely Brick heated seats and aircon is the way.
Oh yeah, heated seats. I like heated seats.
I know they are wonderful. My truck has them. My work van does not.
I agree, Brickapix. Yeah, I used to have. I've had a few actually. I do quite like them. Craig out there, he might be surprised to hear this, but I've owned a couple of convertibles in my time, and or soft tops, as I think you Americans like to call them. And they always come with really good aircon, strangely, and really good heating systems. Love them, I really do. I used to have leather seats. So true, especially in the heat. Can smell your legs cooking, or you can as well. You're like, is that roast lamb? Oh no, it's my limbs. It's my own legs that are cooking. They're like being put in a slow cooker.
So you guys want to hear something else funny about me?
We love hearing funny things about you, because
you're a funny guy. This is something that a lot of people. This is something a lot of people made fun of me about, and Mrs. Hive more than anybody. Dude, she can't stop making fun of me about it. So. Up until pretty recently, I might have even told some people about this already. I thought that with chickens, white meat and dark meat were 2 totally different chickens. I thought there was chickens that had whiter meat and chickens that had darker meat.
Why did you think that? Did you think they were
because nobody when you
beef,
go
chicken?
buy because when you go buy chicken,
Mm.
I've heard, you know, do you want, you know, thigh or wing or whatever? And then I've heard, do you want dark meat or white meat? But I've never heard like it associated as the same part of the chicken. You know what I mean? So just all these years, man, I'm like, whatever. You know?
Man, you're learning like molded injection, dual molded systems today. Chicken. My brother used to think sparrows were baby pigeons. Can you believe that?
Dude, Mrs. Hive, man, she's like, I don't understand how you could be so intelligent about stuff and then be so dumb about other things.
Yeah. That's why you married me.
Barry says that's crab. I would wait, what do you mean? There's dark meat and white meat on crabs too?
I don't know about crabs. The crabs, I think there's different variations to them.
Well, I mean, I know there's like different crabs, like soft shell crab and this crab. You know what I mean? Just like with lobster, there's like Maine lobster, then other types of lobster.
That's a sweaty bum written all over it. That statement, because
yeah, I know.
That's crap. I know. Are they different? I have. I don't know about crabs. To be honest, lobster. I think someone came around my house once. Actually, it was a little old lady. It used to be my next door neighbor, and she went to Devon one weekend. And while she was there, she got sunburnt. So she came around the house, and she goes, yeah. She was really red. She was as red as the red in the Lego logo. And I said to her, you know, really, they teach you this in Buddhism. For some reason, she thought I studied Buddhism. And I said to her, yeah, if you do this, if you go like this and do that, and you're sunburned, it will cool you down like that. And so she starts doing it randomly. This is in the middle of the street as well, folks. And I said, the only problem is you end up looking like a lobster. And so you imagine this, she's totally sunburned, right? And she's doing that, and she looks like a lobster. So
that's very interesting. I wish I would have known about that when I went kayaking. I don't know how old I was in Key West. I was like 19, 20, something like that. And I went out kayaking and didn't put on any suntan lotion, and we were out there all day long.
Oh, dude.
I was so burnt, man. Like I couldn't put my socks and shoes on or nothing. And for like a couple days, dude, I had to call out work. I stayed at home.
Oh no, it's not bad.
It's horrible.
It's not nice at all. But then, you know, KO has just given us £2. That's enough to get some sun cream on. And for that, KO, you'll get a little bit of this.
Oh my God, is this my acceptance to Hogwarts?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
There you go. Money, honey.
Such a great jingle.
Oh yeah.
Thank
you, Carrie, for the £2. Really appreciate that. Cabbage says, on my honeymoon, I got so drunk I fell asleep in the sun. I was so burnt, I had to take painkillers. Yeah. I've been what do they call it? It's worse than sunburn. It's God. Like I was literally delirious. It's happened to me twice. Sunstroke. I've had sunstroke twice.
Oh wow.
Dude, it's so nasty.
The only thing worse than a sunburn that I've had is, I guess you'd call it a freezer burn from Freon.
What's that?
So inside of your air conditioner unit, in the pipes, is something called Freon. And
is that gas, or is that?
Well, it starts off as a gas and gets compressed into a liquid. It goes through a compressor.
Oh, so, yeah, convection.
So it's kind of complicated, kind of simple how it works, but basically Freon is, I don't remember the exact temperature. I'd have to look in my notes and all that, but it's a sub-zero temperature. Like if you spray Freon, like if you spray liquid Freon on like a flower petal and then like click the flower petal, it'll just shatter like
nitrous oxide.
Yeah, man. So one time I was putting Freon in a unit, and I was using somebody else's gauges because mine broke and I hadn't bought new ones yet. And again, this dude didn't tell me that his the lock nut part would stick a lot. So when I
Sticky nuts.
So when I put it on and then I start to tighten it up, then it sticks, but it's stuck right when it hit the Schrader valve. So liquid Freon is just shooting out, and it covered the whole bottom of my hand, and the whole bottom of my hand just blew up like a balloon. So for for like 2 or 3 days, man, I couldn't.
Did you float away? Or something
Dude,
like that?
oh my God.
Was it like a scene out of Toy Story?
Oh no, it was a scene out of like a horror movie, man. The pain was so unbelievable, but then like it went numb.
Yeah.
But you have to be really careful because, like I said, it's a big, huge blister, so you don't want it to get infected and all that.
Yeah, you got to be totally careful about that sort of thing, man.
Yeah. I mean, and it was my fault. You're supposed to wear like safety gloves and stuff when you do that, but you know, I've been doing it so long, you get comfortable, and my gauges are fine. You know what I mean? So I even got like for mine, I got something called a quick release valve. So it's even makes it even safer. I don't use sunscreen. I don't go out at all. Oh.
Do crabs have brains? I think they do. I picked up a crab once.
I feel like they do.
To the top of their shell and it fell off. I was like, bleh, saw its inner workings.
I love the way crabs walk.
I mean, imagine that. I mean, you're thinking as a crab, I'm facing this way. I want to go this way, and it can't. It has to go sideways. How frustrating. My friend had to go to hospital after spending a day outside at a track meet with no sunscreen. Yeah, honestly, you got to do it, folks. It catches, even on cloudy days, you will get sunburned badly. It was horrendous. Reckon you could cook an egg on me. Oh, it's not nice, man. It's not nice at all. Like, and it hurts when you sleep, and your skin feels like an old bag. An old leathery bag. Oldendorf is saying, I don't use sun cream as I don't go out at all. You need to go out. It's good for you, mate. Make you feel better. Good for vitamin D and all that. Only time I got sunburn. You got sunburn? Oh my God. In Florida, I got sunstroke. Yeah, I've had it. Wasn't fun. And I peeled like a lizard. Yeah, you do. You get like these massive blisters come up. It's not very nice at all. The only other time I've ever got hot enough to burn me in the UK was last year. It was awful 2 days. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I answered it and you missed it, Greg. Oh, hold on. Let's go up there. I answered it and you missed it, Greg. He's saying that's Crab Hive. Let's go back up. Let's go back up. Let's go back up. Let's go back up. Oh, we've got John Y out there as well. Good to see you, dude. What have I got there? Dexter. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, this is making me work for this. That's Crab Hive. Yes. All right. And then he says, oh, here we go. In crab, the white meat is the claws and the legs, and the brown meat is the brains. Okay. There we go.
Have you ever eaten crawfish?
Yeah, crawfish is lovely. I have that in sandwiches. Or crayfish.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Why is it called crayfish as well? Why is it called crayfish?
Dude, when I worked in New Orleans, man, some of the locals were showing me how to eat these things, right? Because they look like big shrimp. And like you gotta like chew the head off of it, and like I don't know, it's like a whole thing. And I'm like, dude, look. So my whole thing with food is I don't like working for my food, right? That's why I don't like. I love crabs, but I hate like the crab shells and like peel and eat shrimp. And
God, you'd be no good in a jungle, would you,
dude? Oh my God, I'd starve. Even like eating at like a fondue place. I remember Mrs. Hyatt for like years, dude, when we started dating. She was like, let's go to this fondue place. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to cook my own food. That's not what I'm there for, Now I love it. And it's not like you're like cooking. You're just sticking stuff on a shish kebab. And
I mean, it's not like too hard work, is it? I mean,
no, that was one of the normal occasions where I talk a lot of smack and then I end up being proven wrong. Hello, Robert.
Crayfish, as Bazzy says, crayfish is my most favorite food in the world. I love crayfish with a nice bit of lemon, and it's really really nice, man. Really,
Seafood's
really nice.
Good stuff, man.
Good day, mates. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Simon out there saying, Robert Sullivan, been there, got the sunburn as well.
I'm missing a piece.
Oh, he's a Phoenix, AZ sunburn at least of my worries. Yeah, honestly, jeez.
Wait, what? Phoenix? What? Oh, Phoenix, Arizona. I'm like,
what? I love it when you say it. What?
The only time it's ever gotten hung. Oh, I feel like a lot of people really just don't do well with sunburns, anyways. Because
I don't like it. Baz, have you ever got sunburn? You fish a lot.
well, yeah, he
back in the
fishes
day.
and he worked on a boat and stuff, didn't he?
I think he's worked everywhere. He did. He worked on a boat. He worked on the HMS Belfast. It's a battleship. We call them over here.
Sorry, but yeah, I was like, I feel like Baz has definitely worked out in the sun.
He must have. But then saying that, he did a lot of night work as well.
I gotta tell you, I always enjoyed working at night. I worked at a hospital for a while, working a third shift. I go into work at like 10 o'clock at night, eat lunch at 2 in the morning, get off at like 7 in the morning. It's so weird.
Yeah. But didn't just mess around with your social life and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because I would be up all night, even on my days off, like I wouldn't, I'd just keep that schedule. And most people would be up with me for a while, but once like 2 in the morning hit, I'd start losing people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was weird. It was a lonely shift.
So
it's
did
also
you do that,
really,
Did you do it for long? Like because
about a year.
Wow.
It was also really kind of a crappy job because I worked in the environmental service department, so I dealt with a lot of like biohazardous type work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and occasionally you get like a doctor or a nurse that wouldn't get rid of stuff the right way through protocol or whatever. Like they just like one time, this didn't happen to me, but one of my coworkers pricked his hand because one of the nurses or whoever threw a needle in a trash can instead of the proper container. So like he was freaking out, man, because you don't know what the heck that needle went into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he had to get tested, and then he had to wait for all the tests to come back, make sure he didn't have some disease or something. But like, I just thought about like that. I don't know if it's a nurse or a doctor, whoever it was, but like just doing it, like, dude, that is so wrong for you to do that. Like you just could have given somebody like a disease or killed them.
You know bad dose of something.
Yeah, because I remember like even when I would deal with stuff, like they wouldn't close stuff up properly sometimes. So like you'd go to throw something away, dude, and, like something would fly out. And you'd be like, "Oh my god, what the?" It was freaky, man. It was freaky. The hardest part about when I worked at the hospital, though, and I don't want to bring anybody down, but the hardest part, honestly, was walking past the NICU, where all the babies are and stuff that have problems or trouble. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know how those nurses do it, dude. How they?
I know it's hard.
They go through that all the
very
time.
Emotional.
I mean, because I've known a lot of nurses and doctors in my life. And yeah, a lot of them say they really say the hardest thing is just you kind of get to know somebody and then
Oh yeah, massively.
Pass on. But that is how the world works.
Baz says he's going to send me a photo. He's going to send me a photo. Go on, Baz. You send me a photo. I don't know what he's going to send me a photo of. Oh, sun-dried tomato bread, rocket lemon mayo, and crayfish tails, and cracked black pepper. Yeah. What would I put with that as well? I'm just trying to think of what else I'd put with that. Maybe something like what I'd consider putting with that.
Do you have a favorite fish that you like? I'm really keen on
cod.
Salmon.
Oh, I like salmon. I like salmon.
I love fried cod, man.
Yeah. Battered cod. Got to be done, then.
Yes, battered. Yes.
Battered cod. Got to be done.
Yeah, because there's a battered. Over here they have something called battered beer fish or something like that.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
God, dang, seafood's good stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
The only seafood I've ever tried that I don't like was cold conch ceviche. It's like I like conch, even though it's rubbery or whatever, but I still like it. It's like squid and stuff. I like that. But the way that it was mixed in with the ceviche,
how did you say it?
It was conch ceviche. I always want to say conch.
It's like watching Joe Biden giving give a speech.
Am I looking at delirious? I mean,
it comes out on so many times.
Joe,
Dude, Joe Biden comes up so many times on my reels. It's like Joe Biden gives a motivational speech, gets halfway through what he's saying, and he's like, dude. What was I saying?
First, we had one that
that
couldn't talk with any kind of intelligence. Now we got another one that's turning senile.
Honestly,
there's so many times, man. Like, it's not like the rest of the world is perfect. But there's so many times I think, like, I wonder what the rest of the world is saying about us right now, too. Like,
it's funny, man.
We can be doing some dumb stuff over here.
Yeah. Quite often they'll put something like they'll put like a sketch from another film after it, saying, "What the hell is he saying? What's he going on about?"
Oh, hi, Miss Amby.
Hey, Miss Amby, good to see you. She's out there. Hey, London Bridge Bricks and Hive in the chat. Good to see you. She's saying, dropped a bowl on my foot today and it's all swollen. Can't make this up. No way. What sort of bowl was it? What was in it as well? Beer battered fish winner, but salmon tastes better. Yeah, but different things. I'd have one with maybe a salad.
Because they're not just two totally different fish, but two totally different presentation meals. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like beer battered fish is something very common. That's probably whereas salmon is also common, but I mean, salmon we probably find in more of a nicer restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, good stuff. So speaking of just drop the bowl, that reminds me that I'm kind of in an interesting predicament with my diabetes. So I have neuropathy in my hands and feet. And
that's when you stop sensation, isn't it?
Yeah. And it hasn't gotten bad yet, but I'm starting to drop stuff more often.
Oh, really?
Usually it's something more complex in nature, like some keys, not something just very solid, like a ball. It's usually something, like you're grabbing things or can move around or something like that. But yeah, I feel like, and I know another diabetic that told me they had to do this, but I feel like in the future, I'm probably going to have to start buying plastic cups. I can't be dropping glass.
But can you do like sensitivity tests and stuff like that with your fingers so you can keep a benchmark of how it's going?
A little bit. I know that when because I see multiple doctors multiple times a year. So my foot doctor, I always forget, was it podiatrist? Is that what they're called?
Yeah. They sort your nails out though, don't they? They sort your nails out over here.
Yeah, they do that. He does that for me. But he has like this this tool, and he'll tap on it on each of my toes.
Okay.
To see if I can feel the sensation. The crazy thing is like, I do have really bad neuropathy, but for some reason, my heartbeat, he always says I have a good heartbeat down there. Like, he can feel my pulse very well. So that's always a good thing. But yeah, you stop losing sensation, and
that's
and it sucks.
And would that would affect your artwork quite a lot as well, I would have thought, wouldn't it?
I feel like eventually it's gonna. It has in a way. It's a little easier digitally, but yeah, drawing and stuff like that, it gets my hand starts stiffening up now, and it gets difficult. Dude, Lego's another thing, man. Like, especially with like the mosaics or any of those smaller pieces, man. Like sometimes a piece will fall on the floor, and it takes me so long to try and pick it back up because I just have no grip or no sensation. It's crazy. I like pollock and cod, kippers, and sea bass. Ooh, sea bass, that's good stuff.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a nice food. I do like it. I mean, literally, right? If I had the choice, if you could only have in your diet fish, meat, or vegetables, like a vegetarian, I'd be all in on fish. I think
I'd have to go with fish.
Yeah, so just a good all rounder.
I mean, I like meat more, but you can't just eat meat, dude. That's not going to turn out well. You can't just eat meat. Like, that's just not going to be good.
And you'll end up, you'll stink.
Yes.
Let's face it.
And the vegetables, even though there is a variety of vegetables, and I do like a lot of vegetables, I just feel
But again, you'll stink. It wants to smell like a cabbage.
Cabbage. Oh, cabbage is so good though.
Lady McBrick's out there. Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, Nicole?
How you doing, Nicole? Is anyone building anything today as well? Nicole, you're always building stuff. Is anyone out there building anything today? Baz, are you designing anything? Brick-a-Pix, are you building anything? Harry Potter, maybe Star Wars. Miss Amby, are you kind of gluing your bowl back together that potentially broke earlier on? I don't know. Tell us what you guys are up to today.
I actually need to go use the restroom. So
go and use the restaurant then. Turn your mic off though. That's the main thing. Turn that mic off.
So I will be back in a few minutes. Also, I'm going to go grab something to drink too. So
yeah, man.
Water.
No worries. I won't be going anywhere. So how are we all doing out there then, folks? How are we all doing? Do you want a little bit of music? I suppose we could put a little bit of music on while we're waiting for Hive to come back. That's I'll put on something a bit synthesizer-y, shall we? Let's see how this goes. Hold your ears. It may go a bit loud for a second. I'm not sure. Actually, no, I think I can turn it down before I kind of kick it in. Here we go. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, let's add it in and then take it away. Here we are. Whee! There's the music. Well, it's not too bad, actually. There we go. That'll do. And then we'll just pop it back to how he was before. How's that? Maybe like that. That's better, isn't it? But yeah, what are you guys building at the minute? I was thinking about doing more music, but the day just kind of went away. Did anyone out there watch the coronation today? Because I ended up watching loads more of that than what I thought I was going to watch. It's pretty good, actually. I know the weather wasn't brilliant, but then it could have been much worse as well. Let's face it, is the British weather after all. I will say this: I am really enjoying this build. It's quite simple to put together. I've been caught out too many times, and where I have, it's like been kind of just putting things together and maybe a stud out or something like that. And the tip, I did it with the tip. But it is a big set, but could Lego do it better? I'm not sure. Not this scale. It's huge. It is. I think it's pretty good. There's some gaps in there and stuff like that, but it's a bit like that with the AT-AT around the headpiece and stuff like that. I mean, at the end of the day, the way I see Lego is that it's all a caricature of anything from real life. Not I'm saying that an X-Wing is real life, far from it, but based on the source material. Like a lot of people were saying that the tip is the wrong color and stuff like that. I don't think it is. I think when I look at the source material, I think, well, it is white, but it's kind of got dirty, it's aged, it's worn. I don't know, just my thing. What we got going on out there? Simon's saying, Brick-a-Pix, did you get several of those on offer? Oh, what did she buy? I finished off building the Dark Trooper, Greg. Was it any good? Because I know that one's been discounted in a lot of various different places. Assembly Square. I got that down here. Love it. Love it. I got to put it on Mills, though. I'm not looking forward to that, I have to say. Oh, he's building these snowtroopers. Baz, I've been buying a few of those recently. Every month. I got one package just there. Came today. Amazon, just continuously, every month for a few days, they seem to discount them down to 13 quid. And I collect them because obviously I'm kind of, I need to get back to building the AT-AT in all honesty. But yeah, the Dark Trooper. What do you think of that? Is that okay, the Dark Trooper one? Was that the weakest one out of all of those? Let's go back. When the last time we have a member stream, Greg, I feel like it's been years to me. No, I had one probably about 5 weeks ago, I think it was. I'm due to have another one, but what have I been doing? Weekends I've been away. And this weekend I'm away as well. It's my birthday this week, actually, which is going to be fun. I'm finishing off the ATTE. Yeah, I do need to get that before it retires. I mean, I'm saying that. I don't know when it's going to retire. But yes, my birthday this week, folks. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm only in work one day this week. I'll go in the office on Tuesday. I'll be in London. And then I'm off for the rest of the week. So London calling this week will be happening down in Bath, the place I stay down there. So just the one. Last May the 4th, Simon, I got 3 ones this May. The minifig who says, mock for meetup. Simon saying, Brick-a-Pix, I keep meaning to check Morrison's for more on offer. Oh, I didn't know Morrison's sold that. I haven't got Morrison's near me though, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, have studs will travel. It says coronation party over. It is. Actually, the parties actually all kick off tomorrow, which is handy because the weather's a lot better tomorrow. She goes, I saw a few minutes of it. I was surprised the cue cards were used during the ceremony. Yeah. Oh God, it's very ceremonious. But I think the cue cards are just used for when people were kind of swearing their allegiance to the king. No, Dark Trooper attack. I'm talking the helmet. Fulin saying that's where I got mine for both diorama on the shelf in future. Yeah, I do. I'm a big fan of dioramas. Like I said, I've done the Indiana Jones one. I've got the 2 previous Star Wars ones, and I've got one of the new Star Wars ones. When I go to Bath next week, I do want to build a set. Actually, I'm tempted to do the one of the dioramas because I don't think they're judging what Brickapick said a couple of weeks ago. They're not particularly great to build on the stream. I'll have to check that out. £7 for a Dark Trooper is very good. It really is good. I tell you, the other day, folks, Bath is my favourite place to get lost in neology. I love just walking around Bath. Yeah, me too, have studs. I stay down Great Pulteney Street down there, so check it out sometime. Like I said, I will be streaming from there next week. Greg is in Bath full of Bath inside. And I think the weather's going to be a bit grizzly next week, or a bit like what it's been like today. But that's fine. There's a beautiful cinema there, and to be honest, I'm just going to enjoy doing not a lot and just thinking about new stuff that I want to do for the channel and how I'm going to refocus everything on the city, which is going to be cool. Oh, serious question, Greg. But what will be your next Harry Potter set? Oh, don't know, actually. Next Harry Potter set. I'm not really that intrigued by those ones that have come back recently. There's those new ones that are coming out. I mean, I might get Gringotts. If Gringotts is modular, then I'll get that. I've got Diagon Alley to build still. I feel like I've had that for years. I think I have had it for years, actually.
Have you heard anything new about Gringotts?
I know a bit.
I haven't heard anything really about it in a while, man.
Yeah, I don't think anything's official. But yeah, Harry Potter stuff. I could do for the city. Diagon Alley would be really good, but I want to modularize it a little bit, and I don't get what that new Harry Potter set that's coming out. Diagon Alley. What's the point of that?
And why is there a big, huge truck backing into my driveway? What the heck?
Get out of there, Hive. Get out of there. Maybe it's delivering
I'm
something.
like, what did Mrs. Hive order? Like there's a humongous truck that just backed into our driveway.
Open out the window. Get off my land.
Oh my goodness, man! I gotta go see what's going on. I'll be right back.
Check it out. Check it out. Oh, he's off. We'll try and listen in. Let's hope we don't ask him any awkward Lego questions. Is it full of Lego hype? Oh yeah, could you imagine? Everyone's suggesting that you're getting a delivery, Hive. Everyone's suggesting that you may be getting a big Lego delivery.
Not with that size truck. No, it's some IKEA stuff that Mrs. Hive ordered.
Ah.
Yeah. But I was like, what the heck, dude? I ain't getting this a big delivery. So I don't know. The last thing I saw with a truck that big delivering anything to us is when we bought our riding lawnmower.
Yeah, my brother's got one of them.
Oh, dude, they're so fun. I love riding.
He cracks it. He loves it. I'm like, I mean, I think he's got like half an acre of land or something in Massachusetts. And it's just like, I
can't remember how much we have. We might have like
you're definitely around that. Yeah, you're definitely around that. And
yeah.
And the thing is, it's just like where he lives, they don't have fences to each garden. It's like everyone's just got one big massive garden, but there's no real fences or anything like that. It's bizarre. It's not even got pavements. You can't walk to the shops or anything like that. It's bizarre.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, King says, has the duck used his pool yet? Dude, check this out. I wish I was faster with the camera. So everybody knows about like these ducks that hang around and use the pool and stuff. Dude.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning, I let Xana out to go use the bathroom. And Mrs. Hive had just left too, so she didn't see it. There was a giant stork on the edge of the pool.
Oh, wow.
And dude, as soon as I opened the door, that stork looked over and saw Xana. I said, oh, shit. It just started flying away. It's so big, you know. It's not like the ducks where they're like, "Rah, rah, rah." It was like so big, dude. I thought it was so close. I thought Xana, because Xana jumped up. It was flying, and Xana jumped up. I thought Xana was gonna grab its foot, dude. It was so close. That stork, man. I was like, that stork almost got it. No, I have no idea what the hell would have happened if Xana actually pulled that stork down. The stork probably would have beat Xana's ass. Because Xana's like a medium-sized dog. She's not tiny, but she's not like a big dog.
No, but you had a lot of pink feathers everywhere.
Oh my god, dude! But like, it happened so fast. I just didn't have enough time to whip my phone out and start recording, man.
You could have made a short out of that.
Oh gosh, dude. Because, and then the other day, I let her out early in the morning. It was still dark out. Because most of the time, this is how I've let them out. Because she's been really trying to get up earlier and earlier and earlier. Because she's getting a new job. So usually she does, but I don't know. She wanted to sleep in, so she'd like nudge me and ask me if I'd do it. So I let Xana out, and again, open the door, and it's dark, but you can still kind of see because of the moon and everything. Yeah, dude. As soon as I opened the door, a rabbit, dude, hauled ass.
Yeah,
dude, it was just like. Dude, Xana's tried so hard to catch like a rabbit, one of those ducks, and I'm like, and I'm so scared because I don't want her to catch one of them. You know, like, like I don't want to kill a rabbit or a duck, but you know. And then when I was at work, because you know I travel around Baltimore, and I'm sitting in this sketchy neighborhood, but I'm in the work van, and I'm filling out my work order thing, and I hear this cat, and I hear a dog, and I look up, and this black cat is hauling ass, dude. And then right behind it is a dog, dude, chasing it. Around and around. And finally, the cat ran up a fence. And the dog was just sitting there, bark, bark, bark. I couldn't help but laugh, man.
That's funny,
it was just classic dog chase cat.
Dogs are so dumb. They really are.
You know what? Dogs are smart, but at the same time, yeah, they're not.
They just look. They're smart, but they look dumb when compared to a cat.
They're not bright a lot of times. They're smart with like, if Santa was dropped off, I don't know how far away, but pretty far, she could probably find her way home. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dogs are really good like that, and dogs will be loyal to you like no other creature.
Oh yeah, yeah. Man's best friend is dog,
dude. Yeah, they will love you and worship you, and but yeah, they're not too bright. Like they go chasing cars and just doing things. I'm like, look, I know you're an animal, so you're not going to be on the same intelligence as a human being. But come on, man.
Hey, good to see you, Redman.
Redman.
Lady Bricks says, one brick stud. I look forward to it. I will rebuild my Ninjago city garden and harbor in preparation for it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing all that sort of stuff too. I'm so looking forward to Ninjago city markets. Me too, actually, because that will probably be the cue for me to start building my Ninjago city stuff. And I keep talking to Craig about building more Ninjago stuff, but I did my focus has to be city.
It's hard, man.
Yeah,
it's hard. There's so many themes that we dabble in.
Oh my god,
my mother's so much stuff you can build.
I know, it does. Her mother's currently trying to get peacocks off her roof. She called me to come around to her. They can stay there for me.
I wonder what I've seen peacocks in person, not just like at a zoo, but
they're right snotty animals. They are.
Well, I remember in Key West there was this. I don't know what they were, but I remember they had a huge yard that you can see in, and there was like always this peacock back there. But I don't know. I always wondered like, what are they like? Like for instance, geese are mean, dude. Geese will fight you. I swear, sometimes I feel like if you walk past a goose, like it's got a switchblade and it's going like get you. Dude,
I tell you, swans are quite nasty as well. Swans,
yes,
they can be quite nasty.
Ducks aren't really nice either, but they're small and they can't really do a whole lot to you. But
hey, Brick Jedi.
Hi, Brick Jedi. But man, I tell you, some birds are mean, dude. So I wonder if peacocks, like if they look all beautiful, but like if you get near them, they're gonna be like,
yeah. I think it's the male that looks good. I think it's the female that looks less so. I think.
Yeah, I can't remember which one.
Yeah, it's the male peacock that looks really good because he's kind of like saying, "Hello, ladies," when he's kind of peacocking. You know what I mean? Canadian geese are like that. Unlike the people, of course. We love.
I thought the Canadian geese would be more friendly.
Yeah, the Canadian geese go around with guns and missiles under their wings.
I know that's a stereotype, but I absolutely love Canadians, man. I think Canadians are probably the nicest people on the planet. Honestly.
Brick says, no, they were a pain in the ass. They scratched up my car a few years back, so I have to shop them away.
Can you imagine, dude, like the geese or whatever, like knife in your car or
man,
key in your car or something like that?
I mean, when I was a kid, I used to stay down with my nana on a caravan site. If there was someone I didn't like, I used to get like seeds and stuff like that and throw it on the caravan roof. So in mornings, the birds will be walking up and down on the caravan roof and pecking away. Things you do when you're kids, eh? How's your build coming along as well?
Well,
hey Danny, good to see you, dude, and thank you for the 4 years. Yeah, 4 years on the tubes, folks. Not bad, eh?
Oh, Danny, I was talking about you earlier. I was showing your I think it was on my stream, if I remember correctly, but I was showing your Instagram post. Remember I messaged you about it, the Rebels thing with Grogu. I was like, I had to show that to everybody, man. I was like, dude, this is insane. Build's kind of good. It's getting a little stronger. You know, a lot of little pieces are like putting this thing together.
Looking good, though, man. Looking good.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a Hive stream anytime soon with that?
I might, but here's the thing, and I mentioned this a little while back on another stream I was on. I don't do as well streaming and building. You know, I think it's quite obvious. You know, we joke around about how like being slow building while streaming and stuff like that, but I don't get to enjoy the builds as much, and I don't seem to get them done. If I have a Hive stream and stream this, which I still might do, but if I do it, I'm still not gonna. It's gonna be a slow build. You know what I mean? Whereas if I just like watch somebody stream and just build it, you know what I mean? It goes a lot faster.
Well, maybe for our next London transatlantic live stream, we'll build a couple of small sets or something like that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, look, honestly, I could easily say it probably would have been better if I would have built like the Super Star Destroyer or something. You know what I mean? Because it's smaller. But the thing is, I do need to build this and the X-wing.
Oh yeah. You want to make a start on it. You want to get
going, well, I need to get them over on the shelves. The problem is right now, one of my main focuses besides like doing stuff in the city, is this mock. I've got to get this mock done. I'm getting anxiety about it.
Oh yeah, so tell us a little bit about this mock, and then I want to know what your feelings are about Dreamzzz as well.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, the mock. I'm doing Vader's throne room, and this is what I was talking earlier about, like a bunch of pieces that Pink Wheels had sent me. So this is that piece off there. So this is Vader's throne room.
Let's get you bigger. Like, there we go. All
right. So you can see his throne actually there in the middle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I got these two lights on each side that the shorter columns will be above, and you can see the red on one of them. I got to get some more red pieces. I know I have some around here somewhere, but so there's a gap. So when I light up the light, you'll see the red outline.
Nice.
Which you might be able to see a little bit. Yeah. So you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Pink will sent me these glass pieces for the back, and then I'm gonna build, obviously a wall and a ceiling and all that. And that's roughly about it besides the tile work. But yeah, I just I decided I want to do Vader's throne room. I just really kind of fell in love with it when we were watching Obi-Wan. And I just, I thought it would be a kind of fairly easy mock for me to do, and bring to Brick World, because this is my first mock. Like I've done modifications and stuff like that, but this is like my first real mock.
Oh, so it's just from the ground upwards and stuff like that.
Yeah. So this wasn't like I modified anything or took a set and did this or added or anything. I just like literally built it from the ground up. So, thank you, Nicole. Oh, and thanks, Danny. Appreciate it. Oh, you're talking about your
video.
Talking about yeah. That's good. It should, man. It really should, because I don't think anybody's ever pointed that out before. So yeah, I'm pretty confident I'll have it done and it'll be fine. I'm gonna order some tiles and see if I can find some of those red pieces I need, and should be good to go. But yeah, that's what's been going on with the mock. As far as Dreamzzz goes, yeah, man, it's pretty incredible stuff. Even though I'm probably not gonna buy much of any of it, just because I gotta chill out. I do want the what was it, the turtle?
Yeah, the turtle van. I like that
van. Yeah, I like them all, but I'll definitely probably get the turtle van, and I might get the building. There was a building or something. I can't remember what the name of it was, but that looks great. It's pretty fantastic stuff, man. Like the sets, the imagination of it, the minifigs. Thanks, Tech. Yeah, man. At my table will be my mock. Jay's got at least 2 mocks he'll be putting at the table, and Amberlia might also have a mock to sit.
Are you guys going to be together? Are you able to work it out so you guys can be together?
Yeah, if everything, I mean, we should be able to. I've already added Amberlia and Jay into my table thing. And we could have even made it like, because Chai was talking about trying to see if we wanted to like try to sit next to him and all that, but I don't know. I wanted to make sure like at least just Amberlia and Jay and I could kind of sit together.
Yeah, because it's a one-off thing. You don't get to do that very often.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got when I Birthmark Brick Builder.
Oh, hello, Birthmark
Brick Builder. Thank you, mate. Congrats on the 4 years on YouTube. Cheers, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome as well. If you want to hit that subscribe button and become a big part of the LBB family, and of course a big part of the Hive. So when I was doing Lego sent me a couple of sort of behind the scenes videos the other day, and I might as well show them off. Actually, they're only like a minute long. Yeah. This is the first one. So this is basically just some behind the scenes stuff, folks. But yeah, we'll play all 3 together and see what you think. So this is the kind of behind the scenes for Dreamzzz part 1.
The all-new LEGO Dream series has been released.
And now the real games begin.
And we'll be taking an exclusive look behind the scenes. Did I mention there'll be some singing too?
My name is Phil, the Manticore.
So be prepared to have your mind blown away with awesomeness. Stay tuned.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it looks great. And I'm not gonna lie, I would like to check out the cartoon.
The cartoon is going to be available from the 15th of May worldwide. It's going to be on Netflix, Amazon, ITVX, and it's going to be on their YouTube channel as well. And I think it's over there actually. But the guy, did you hear about the guy that draws and does a little bit of sort of the scenes of Ninjago? He was there as well, and he did me a picture as well.
Yeah, so it looked very nice,
which was really, really cool. It was lovely of him to do that for me. So I was super lucky. And between you and me, folks, that was like the highlight of my day, massively. So this is part 2. This is again just behind the scenes stuff, folks. I got the videos of it, so you might as well show it off to you and so you can see what it's all about. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that whilst we're doing some of the builds as well. I'm excited for this series because it's something new, it's something fresh.
Agreed.
This is Dreamzzz.
I'm Marcos Cardenas, and I play Mateo in the LEGO Dreamzzz series. He's creative, he's a bit stubborn sometimes, but he's a good leader.
Izzy is larger than life. She is funny, relentless, unapologetic, super loving and empathetic at the same time, though.
Zoe is the guardian of the dream world. She swoops into action when it's needed. She has her sidekick, Zion.
Move it or lose it, sweethearts.
My favorite thing about Logan is he loves himself and thinks he's the best at everything, but constantly fails. I'm the most exceptional one here. I bleed exceptional.
I am Brian Drummond, and I play the Nightmare King. It's exciting to play a character that they have a one-track mind, but they're always being thrown off that by these meddling children.
Very cool.
So that's part 2. Well, what do you reckon so far? First impressions.
Oh, I think it looks great. I'm very curious about something though.
What's that?
I think it's cool to have the animated show and stuff tie into stuff, and I think it's a good way that Lego could make sets based off where the story goes and all that. What I hope doesn't happen is if the show stops, like maybe the ratings aren't good or something like that, that they'll continue to make the sets.
Yeah, potentially. That we'll never know. But what I will say is at least they didn't go down the route of doing another app. Cartoon,
yes,
much more sociably acceptable as far as AFOL.
And it looks good.
Yeah,
it looks great. I mean, very interesting.
It is, and the characters are really good. The figures are really good. We've got some great minifigures coming up with these folks. The Night, I'm trying to think, the Nightmare Hunter, or some people call him Nightmare Bandit. I've seen the name. Looks brilliant. That is a brilliant minifigure, and also as well the Nightmare King. He's also very, very cool. What do you guys out there think about it as well? Are you kind of excited about it? I am. I'm just intrigued. If anything, it's something new, and this is from the team, right? That brought us Ninjago. So Tommy Anderson, who did me this random Master Wu picture, any side in Ninjago bag for me. He's the guy. He's the mastermind behind all this. As well. And they've got a fabulous creative team as well. And also, what I'm excited about is Ninjago, because Ninjago's got a fresh team as well. So that's going to be kind of interesting to see where that all goes as well.
And the great also thing about this, I don't know if they're doing this or not in the story or not, but if you let's say they have a dream world or whatever they're in, that allows you to literally go full tilt on your imagination. You don't have to contain things into a realistic world.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And in the cartoon, your superpower is your imagination, which is why, right? I kind of see this show as being Green Lantern meets Harry Potter.
I was just thinking Green Lantern. Yes.
Yeah, Green Lantern. They have lanterns, right? What they use to dreamcast or dreamcraft, I should say, in this cartoon is an hourglass. So do you know what I mean? There's similarities there, and the hourglass is like what the lanterns is to Green Lantern, and what the wand is to Harry Potter. So it's kind of cool because you can see the connections with stuff and things like that.
It looks amazing.
Welcome back, KO.
Hey, KO.
Hope everyone is having a great weekend. We are. Great to see you guys. Hope you guys have had a good day, and lovely having you on London Calling last night as well. It looks great. It says Birthmarks Brick Builder. Superb. Lady Brickbots, or the Brickbots. Hello, Carrie. Some love out there from Lady McBrick, and the Brickbots, aka Carrie. It also goes on to say the Brickbots. Hi. So let me show you part 3, folks, and
sweet.
And this is it. This is just a little. I think this is the shortest one. Just a little bit of behind the scenes stuff.
If Izzy were to dreamcraft something for Zoe, it would definitely be a clown car. Because I feel like she would be really happy in that. Or it would make me really happy to see her come out of a clown car.
She'd be so...
And angry.
But
then this car is with a big red nose.
I think everybody needs this backpack that acts as a parachute glider that's like a pterodactyl that comes out of the backpack, because we fall so often. And I think having the ability to safely land would be a really big bonus for everybody in our group.
I think Zoe would dreamcraft Izzy a mechanical submarine dolphin.
Oh,
so she could venture into the ocean, but also dolphins are so I think of them as happy creatures. Izzy's very happy, but
I love that idea.
I love it too.
I love it for me.
I love it for you.
Well, I love it for her too.
Yeah, I do as well. I love it. I love it more. No, I love it. I love it.
I could see this being absolutely fantastic for kids, man.
Mm.
Like, because this brings Lego back, even though it was already there, but it's different from buying IP sets and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
because this takes where it is a set, but it's a creativity type thing where you're meshing a lot of stuff together and really using your imagination. And I don't know. I just think that's one of the best things about Lego that sometimes gets kind of overlooked, is just everything that you're able to do with it. I mean, like, they're just sitting there saying, yeah, I would craft her, you know, this or whatever. And it's like, that's Lego.
Yeah.
You can make whatever you want, you know what I mean?
Only your imagination is the limitation of what you can actually do. So,
and that's another reason why I really like this Dreamzzz thing. I think it would encourage, you know, more younger kids to build whatever they want. Yeah, dude, that's a big engine.
They are
thruster,
these thrusters, or whatever we want to call them. They are very good. Minifiku raises a good point. Come on, folks, we've got over 40 of you out there watching at the moment. Do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. Let's try and get to 40 thumbs up today, shall we? Also, as well, I put a survey out there. I'm really curious because I think if I hadn't bought the UCS set, two other sets that I think are doing really, really well at the moment is the MIDI scale, that should be, not mid scale, but it's kind of mid scale, I suppose. Yes. But the MIDI scale executor is on 38%, and the tie-in Septum Fangfire, that I think is a very much loved Lego set. So that is one of the ones to have. It really is. People are loving that one. Do get your votes in. We've got 39 votes. We've got 39 votes and 23 thumbs up now. Come on, folks. Keep the thumbs up going up. You know you want to. It's a girth boy. It is. It really is.
I kind of regret selling my Nebulon B frigate mini scale.
Oh, did you? Yeah. See, I've got one. My brother's got it. You didn't sell it to me, did you? I know you got. No, I think you bought them for. You bought me one. I think. Yeah, one for Solo and one for me, I think, back in the day.
Gosh, I can't remember because I sold. No, that was the wasn't that the duel, the Bespin duel?
Oh, maybe
because I sold Solo the frigate later.
Oh, okay, yeah, separately. You must have go for him then.
Yeah, because I bought two of the frigates and I sold one online, and then I had the other one forever, and then I told Solo I'd sell it to him.
Yeah.
I've thought about buying one back while they're still fairly cheap, but I was like,
yeah, because I think there's this MIDI scale thing going on, and I was thinking, oh, should I buy the MIDI scale Star Destroyer and Millennium Falcon, which are still reasonably priced, folks. They're not mega bucks. And then I thought, well, do you know what? If MIDI scale does become a thing, they're going to be one of the first ones that are done anyway. Or they're going to get redone, aren't they? We'll get a new Millennium Falcon and
probably.
Sort of, yeah,
I would imagine so. Yeah.
So I was a bit reluctant to then do that, and then I was like, oh yeah, my brother's got a few sets of mine. I need to get him to post them back or post them to me.
Oh, let's see here. Where was I? Goodness, messing around with these little pieces again.
So do you think Chicago and Virginia are kind of staple things that you'll be doing for the rest of your days whilst you're into Lego?
Chicago probably more now than Brick Fair.
Why so? Why so, chap?
Just because it's bigger and the environment is better as far as like having things to do and places to go, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because Chantilly, Virginia, I mean, yeah, there's some stuff around there, man, but you know, I don't want to downplay it or down talk it because it really comes to money. If I was making a lot more money or if I barely spent anything at Chicago, you know, it'd be different. I'd do them both, but I just don't think I'm going to do Brick Fair this year. You know, it's just, even though it's close and stuff, it just still, I'd have to spend money on a motel or a hotel, you know, and I know I'd be buying stuff. And people have told me like, well, just don't buy anything. Okay, yeah, I'll go to the Lego convention and just not buy anything. I know that sounds ridiculous to act like I couldn't do it, but it's one of the things I do enjoy a lot about going. But regardless, I'm going to be dropping tons of money in Chicago. So I don't think Brick Fair is going to be in the cards.
Yeah. And is there anything you got your eyes on that you kind of want to buy as well? Is there something you're looking out for?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few different retired sets that I don't know which one for sure. I guess it'll depend on what's around, what the prices are, because it's not just at the convention where we'll be buying stuff. Like there's like several Lego stores, there's several bricks and minifigs, so be looking around at all kinds of different places. But yeah, there's a couple different Lord of the Rings retired sets that I want to buy. You know, there's a handful of things that have been retired or close to retirement that I kind of want. I may end up getting, if I can find it. It depends. But I really want to try and maybe, if I can find a good deal on it, getting one of the Bricklink, you know, modulars or something like that.
Oh, okay. Anyone in particular? Which one?
The Lego stores are at the top of my list.
Oh, okay. The Lego store. No, fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, I don't know, and it's not just the Lego stuff. But at Chicago, there's going to be all kinds of things we're going to be doing. You know, going out to eat, going to different places. You know what I mean? So it's a lot to do and a lot to spend. It's why I was talking about, like, after Chicago, I'm just going to take like a chill pill and just work on like the city. I've got tons of sets in my backlog that I need to build. So that's what I'm going to be doing this summer, is building like I bought 3 of those Critter 3-in-1 noodle shops to make a modular. I've got the Sesame Street building. I got 2 up houses to put together.
Yeah, did they actually go together as one? Because I've got one of the up houses, but I've seen someone modularize it.
Yeah, you can almost kind of put them both almost back to back.
Yeah.
I have to look to see what other people have done.
Well, I know for a fact my up house will go next to my modular construction site because it'll be just like the cartoon.
Yeah, and even a little further than that, it just got delivered yesterday. I bought a stand for the up house, like this nice little clear plexiglass stand, so it looks like the up house is floating away.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I figured when I put it in the city, I'll put it on a stand, and then I'll try and build a foundation of where it was, so it looks like it kind of pulled out of the ground.
That'd be quite cool. Yeah.
My Interceptor Fang Fighter is on back order.
Yeah, I'd imagine it is. I think that is selling like hotcakes at the moment. Talking of which, like, the up house is actually, they can't keep that on the shelves for longer than 5 minutes in Leicester Square.
Oh, really?
Are you going to the new Lego store in London at the end of the month? I am. I will be there. Birthmark Brick River. I am there. I know at least one person who'll definitely be there. That's me, I think. It's a girl's boy. Says Danny Fandoms. Minifig Who, me too. Good stuff. Whereabouts in the UK are you, Birthmark Brick Builder? And my Interceptor Fang Fighter is on back order. No. Can you go, Danny? Can you get to the stores at all? Do they have them?
I'm really curious if Lego is going to send me another X-wing.
You sound like you're hoping that they will.
At this point now, I am. I'm like, I think I'd rather just take the other X-wing than the gift of purchases.
But then the question is, and this is quite a key question.
Yes.
What do you do then, Hive?
Well, I'm either going to sell it or hold on to it for a while and then sell it.
Or maybe trade for it. You could trade for it, like I could. You could, like, a modular set or some sort that you want.
Yeah, it definitely is in the option of things. I've traded stuff before. I've traded plenty of sets. Well, I don't want to say plenty, but I've definitely traded some sets. So the one that comes to my mind first is this Lamborghini.
What did you trade for that?
One of the freight trains and like freaking 200 pieces of track or something like that. Blocksmith Forge traded it with me. And,
okay.
So if anybody's ever seen any of my city videos, you see how much train track I have going through my Lego city, forest, desert. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much train track. It's unbelievable. Darth Hive, where about are you from? Well, I guess I was born in Hawaii, but I'm not really from anywhere because I haven't lived anywhere long enough to be from there. I guess from America.
That sounds quite sad when you say it like that.
I mean,
I'm trying to do this back to front so people can see what I'm doing, but essentially, I think you get the idea. I've just got to pin those in, folks.
No, beautiful wings, beautiful wings. No, I just, my family was military when I was growing up, so I never lived anywhere longer than like 3 years. So it wasn't until I basically got older before I started staying. Like I've been in Maryland now for like 10. So, and I've lived like Key West, Florida. I left and came back over a period of like 10 years.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Dang, that thing is so much bigger than I expected.
Oh, it's massive.
Yeah. But yeah, currently birthmarked, I'm on the East Coast of America.
This looks like I got a spaceman in the pilot suit.
Oh yeah, it is.
What do you reckon, folks? Big
red team go, red team go.
Yeah, it's big, all right. And there we go.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I knew it was going to be a big size. I just didn't realize it was going to be that massive.
Yeah, man. It was like the Batmobile when I was building that. I was like, this thing's ginormous.
And how many bags did it come with, roughly?
10 bags. 10 bags and a couple of loose bits. I was in London town as well. Good stuff. I gather you are as well. I am, very much so. Literally in the heart of it. Darth Hive, here. Whereabouts are you from?
Yeah, I was just mentioning about that. Not really sure.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I just always tell people like, well, I was born in Hawaii, but I don't know what you'd consider from.
I didn't realize you was born in Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah, but my parents thought it'd be great and leave when I was 3 years old, so I don't remember any of it.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
So I could tell people about where I was born. I don't remember what it was like. I'd go back, but it's pretty expensive.
You're born
and also, I'm not Hawaiian, so that's always the thing too.
Ooh. A little bit side panel come out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to driving to Chicago. It's gonna be a fun trip.
Okay, so how long will that take you to drive?
I forget the exact numbers, but I want to say it's basically like a 12 to 14 hour drive. Maybe a little less. The way I drive, which is pretty slow, probably take longer. So,
are you a slow driver?
It depends. Sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna stop probably in Ohio and stay the night there, so I don't have to just drive the whole thing through. I can have a nice easy going drive. So yeah, I'll stop there, stay the night. If depending on how things work out, I might actually meet up with Bricks and Sean the Right Way from a couple Brickheads.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So just depending on the timing and where exactly they're at in my path going to Brickworld. But yeah, then I can just get up the next day and have like just a few hour drive to make the rest of the way. So.
And is anyone going to be doing any streams from there or anything like that?
I'm sorry.
I said, are you going to be doing any streams from there or anything like that?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know for sure. I mean, we'll definitely do Good Morning Brickworld.
Yeah.
I don't know about any other streams necessarily. It's possible. It might just be kind of something on the whim. But I will be doing a daily vlog like I did for Brick Fair.
Oh yeah, they're really good, man. They're really, really good.
They're not my best, but it's because basically I'm just filming and then like whenever time I get back to the hotel room, I'll sit there, put it all together and just do a quick edit and
yeah,
that way
it's rough and ready. It's rough and ready. That's
yeah. But I wanted everybody to kind of have like almost like a real time vlog of everything that was kind of going on. I also have other video ideas. Obviously the one where I'm asking random people around Chicago about the skin tone of the minifigs. Last night, was it last night? I don't remember. We were discussing on the best way, or maybe it was in a meeting. I think it might have been in the meeting we had. I don't know. But like I was asking Airlie, Jay, and Doc some opinions about the best way to approach the question. So it doesn't come off as like too offensive or anything.
Yeah.
I think what we came up with was I'm gonna ask
nicely.
Of course. But like, hey, what color or what race do you think this minifig represents? I think that was what I was gonna come up with.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have a microphone that's not even connected to anything, and I need someone to film me. Jay's not. I think Jay's too nervous to do it. But
Jay's too nice. That's why.
But I'm curious. I'm really genuinely curious about, and I want to ask people that don't know anything really about Lego. You know what I mean? And I don't want to ask kids either. I'd rather just stick to adults or at least teens. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just curious what people think. You know what I mean? Because yeah, if you already collect Lego or if you know Lego, you're probably going to be like, oh, it's supposed to represent everybody. You know? But so, anyways, I thought that'd just be a fun thing to do. Just ask random people on the street in Chicago. I know there's all kinds of other things, other ideas people have. I've heard stuff about a foosball tournament with them.
Yeah, isn't that something Ryan's doing? M&R.
I don't know, man. I was like, Sean asked me about it, and I'm all down for it. But I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm gonna break the foosball machine, man.
Yeah, I've played with them. I played Snaptic with bricks on a foosball.
Yeah,
I got the little videos like 30 seconds long. Take care, Craig.
Bye, Craig, and thank you.
He'll be streaming later on, folks, over on Twitch. Check it out.
Yes, everybody check Craig out.
Maybe with Sar. It'll be under the guise of Sar. I believe it's going to be 10 o'clock as well. So who we got there? Ghost Brick is in the house. Building 89 Batman Bill must stop. Too much beer and watch you guys. I love the 989. I was almost
going to grab the Batman my 89 because it's right there.
Mine's over there. I don't know if you guys can see it with this camera. There you go. Can you see it on the shelf just underneath?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
If you follow my finger there, you'll see it just over there.
Gosh, what a great build, dude! Oh my gosh,
it's a pretty
like when me and Greg, I don't remember if we streamed it at the same time or not.
No, we're a little bit apart, but
yeah,
you were caressing yours.
I know, man. Yeah. Like I was like holding it, and yeah, it was awkward. I mean, for everybody else, for me, I was very comfortable, and I know the Batmobile was also very comfortable. It really appreciated my attention. Everybody else just doesn't understand a man's love in his car, you know. So, King Oldendorf says, "I know Brick Hive needs a voice actor to voice Sigfig for stop motion." Yeah, occasionally when I get back to it.
Yeah, what's happening with your stop motion stuff?
They take a long time to make. Well, so look, the last one that I worked on was actually the one where Nicole was supposed to eject the Dark Trooper or Death Trooper out of But the problem was I filmed it 3 times because every time I'd film it and I'd play it back, there's just something heavily wrong. Like for instance, the last one I filmed, it was turning out pretty good, but somewhere along the lines, my hand must have hit one of the trees. And I just didn't realize it. So eventually when you play it back, the tree just moves very awkwardly for no reason. And I don't know. I just wasn't happy with it. I was getting frustrated. So I said, all right, look, I'm just going to scrap this one for now. Maybe I'll come back to it later. I'm going to work on something different. So then I'm working on this one about this magician with all these different hats. And the filming part, it took a little while to stop motion, but it wasn't too bad. There wasn't any crazy special effects or anything. But I'm putting in this new thing where you can animate the face, the Lego face.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'd have to look. Let me look. I can't remember exactly how many shots I have in it.
Do you have? Are you still using Filmora as well?
Yes. I have 1,274 pictures in this, and I still have about 500 more to add. Okay. Yeah. So with every single picture, I have to go in, and it takes about 5 minutes roughly. Sometimes I can get it done a little faster, and put the space in, like shape it right, put the size right, and then on top of that, for the voices, I have to time my dialogue. So that sentence right there, I have to time my dialogue. So I have to go like, I have to time my dialogue, and like it's almost 3 seconds of me saying that, basically like 2.5. So then I have to apply that to how many frame rates I have per second on the stop motion. So if I'm doing 15 shots per second, which generally I do about 20 shots. So we'll just say 20. So if I do 20 shots for 1 second, that means I have to have 25 shots for that dialogue.
Yeah.
So I have to try and match that voice acting up to that. And it's not easy, but it's just extremely time consuming. So now I'm like, oh God, I really wish I wouldn't have tried this, but it's already too late because I filmed the entire thing.
Yeah, you're committed to it now.
Yeah, it's got a blank face. So I could go ahead and edit it and do stuff and play it, but then it's going to be a minifigure with no face and it won't make any sense. So that's what's going on with that. And the crazy thing is like I have so many ideas, and if I didn't have to have a full-time job, man, where I'm working, 40 to 50 hours a week, you know what I mean? It'd be easier to do because it's not even on top of that. Then I got stuff like Good Morning Brick World. Then I've got
you got any social stuff.
Then you have a family. I got a wife, that I do things with. It's like there's just not enough time for everything, man. So if I was smart, I would just commit to just stop motion and not do any other videos. You know what I mean? But my problem is, and this is how I've been all my life, I like to get involved in too many different things. I like to taste too many different things, And as much as I like it, it doesn't help out with video content,
That's the thing. See, videos where we're at. Lady McBrick, how are you getting on doing your videos? Have you started shooting yet? Did I mention that I am full sensitive, Brandon? I believe it was me who made the tree move. Should I be more careful in future while walking around your city while you
and here's the other thing too, because earlier we were talking about diabetes and neuropathy and stuff like that. That also makes stop motion hard. When you just can't feel things as good with your hands, because obviously you've got to be very delicate with each individual movement and shot.
Really, really delicate.
So, yeah. So I don't know. And I've really wanted to try some stop motion with things like clay or maybe like some of the Black Series figures that I have and all that.
I love my Black Series collection that I got.
I know. It's so good. It's so good. They've come out some more good ones too, man.
They got some really realistic stuff. I was hoping I might be able to buy one Star Wars Celebration, but they wasn't selling any. They had stuff on show, but they wasn't actually selling anything.
Oh. Well, I figured, because that would have been a great place to get some exclusive.
Man, the Lego store, like, if you didn't catch it early in the morning, you'll be quite comfortably a couple of hours in the queue.
Are you talking about the big one?
The Lego store. No, the Lego were there at Star Wars Celebration.
Oh, wow,
dude. So I've got like a special tile, a printed Lego Star Wars Celebration tile. Which is like, again, brilliant to have. So again, super lucky, but I queued up for an hour for it.
Yeah, that's tough, man, because I was saying earlier how I'm an introvert. So when I do go out, even for things that I really enjoy, like the Lego convention, a concert, anything, once I get to about 2 to 3 hours, I get fidgety, and I can't really be there anymore, or I got to at least leave for a little while or something like that. So being at like Star Wars Celebration would have been a little tough. I know. I don't know, man. I guess if I was there with friends and stuff, it makes it easier. Time goes by a little faster.
The time goes really quick, dude, because I was chatting to people all the way through it. That's when I met Lauren. She was walking past. She'd been to Wicked Bricks, I think. And I got that. And I got, again, something else really special that I got when I was there. Not only meeting, obviously, Holly on film and Lauren as well. I got a Wicked Bricks limited edition minifig stand as well. So we
I saw that.
Yeah, it's
so
good.
That's a really good one.
It's a really good one.
I bought this for my Darth Revan, this baseball case.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I just thought, I was like, that would be a good thing to put a really great minifig in. I need to get another lightsaber for him though.
It's perfect though, mate. That is.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
like that.
Nick.
Nick's back. Hey, Nick, good to see you. Now, come on, folks. We've got 36 people watching. We've got 26 thumbs up. Let's do this. Let's get us to 30, shall we? Come on, we can do this. Check out the survey as well, folks. We've got 45 votes. Come on, let's try and get up to 50. We can do this.
I voted.
What did you go for? I would have thought mid-scale, MIDI scale for you.
Yeah. That's what I picked.
Judging on your buying history in the last
me too well.
And don't worry, folks, we will be doing more transatlantic live streams, folks. But life does get busy, and maybe sometimes we do them where we do a couple of hours each, like we've done today, really. And sometimes we just do one on channel, and then the next one we do another one. So
there's been a couple occasions. Have we not done like an 8-hour live stream before? Like,
dude,
4
we've
hours
easily
each?
done 8 hours. Yeah,
I feel like we easily did 8 hours. Like, and it flew by. They always fly by. Like right now, we're an hour and 40 minutes in Europe.
Yeah, we've been going for 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours.
Well, and that's how I know I always enjoy our streams too, because they just go by so fast. You don't even.
They do.
You're never looking at the clock. Like, oh yeah, how we got left. It's crazy.
We save up all our chit chat for him, but.
And this is just me and you too. I guess that shows just how much both of us can talk as well.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we'll maybe we'll sort something out for next month or something like that.
Yeah,
so
we'll have some more. I mean,
we just do it. We just do it when we can, folks. It's as simple as that. It's and we really enjoy it. So it's just something we do a lot as much as we can. But,
yeah, that's the thing about the transatlantic as well and it's very comfortable that we don't ever set any kind of scheduling with it, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's look, I have enough anxiety already with things that I'm committed to or whatever. So it's nice to know that me and Greg have a very special stream that we
pick up. We just pick up as we go along.
Yeah. I mean, because look, Greg and I haven't done a stream together in a while, but you can see how quickly me and him just get right back into just yapping away about stuff, you know.
And our circles are so close as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is generally most people that me and him know are they're kind of like the same people in a way.
Yeah, on the same level, same circle of friends.
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely I don't know, man. You know, it's crazy because you've changed my life quite a bit.
Have I?
You know, I mean, well, you know, just because look, you're not like any of my other normal friends that I've ever had. You know what I mean? Some for obvious reasons. One, you live in a different country, so there's that, which you've helped me learn some very interesting and sometimes funny things about. You know, the differences in our culture or language and stuff like that. Even though clearly a lot of stuff is very similar or the same, but biscuits, I always think about biscuits. That's one thing, I mean,
yeah, definitely biscuits are different over there.
But yeah, it's great. It's like I said, it's a very unique friendship, and I've cherished it.
Oh, me too, man. I mean, we've been doing this a long time, and we were definitely like one of the first to do a transatlantic like that. And I mean, it's such an obvious name.
Well, and also
no one was doing it, so we called it that.
And it's hard to remember exactly because I'm getting older, you know. But even though I know I made friends when I started the channel and got in the community and stuff like that. I really feel like Greg was the first friend that I made that was more than just like an acquaintance, so to speak. Like, you know, Greg was like my first real friend, like in the Lego community. Then once we started collaborating together and getting to know each other more and more, and then of course once we both realized like we started our channels like within a week apart, and we just have a lot of history together.
Yeah.
You know, not just with just each other, but with other people around us and stuff as well. So I have many friends in this community, many friends, and some in different circles and different levels and all that. But it is nice that, you know, like I said, Greg was like the first and the most familiar one to me. And even though sometimes, like I said, you know, we just both have a lot of stuff going on. We're very busy people with a lot of different stuff. We can just jump back into a stream and
pick it all up.
Just talk about whatever, man.
Pick it all up like mates do. You know, it's easy.
Right.
And also as
Yeah.
well, we got a lot of in our lives, in our personal lives, a lot of sort of celebratory things this month too.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, speaking of celebration, kind of on a different note, when I went upstairs to use the restroom, Mrs. Hive is watching whatever's going on over there right now.
Oh
She's
yeah.
watching
There's
something live,
I know
like
because
some ceremony or something. Like
yeah. Well,
she is in love with everything over there, dude. She just absolutely loves just everything about the UK, or even just Europe in general, like just everything about over there. She loves your guys' subway systems. She loves your guys' architecture. She loves you guys' culture. She loves all these things that you guys have over there. Just your everything. To the point where when we first started dating, she asked me if I ever wanted to go over there with her. I was like, nah, I'm not flying over there. And like now I've always kept asking her, like, so when are we going over to London?
Yeah, let's go over to London, man. You know, biggest Lego store in the world. You want to do it.
Oh, I know. Again, I still get bummed because New York had it for about 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months. We let you have it for 6 months, and then we pulled.
And then you're like, no, we're gonna make ours bigger.
That's what I did. You know that I was just up in. Well, I go there practically once a week anyway, at least once every 2 weeks, and I did this pan around the top where you see a lot of the Lego store. That's where it extended, and that's where I used that voice on a reel. That guy that says, "Ha, diggity dog, this place is magnificent," and it's like he's looking at the big Lego store. I was like, "Yeah, looks good, man."
Yeah, yeah, it's an incredible looking Lego store.
Yeah, man, it's really.
I mean,
cool.
it's not just because it's big. It's like most of the Lego stores over here, unless you go to like New York or possibly like Disney Springs or something like that, they look kind of the same. Some are bigger and smaller, but it's just a box type room. You know what I mean? That and I ain't complaining. I love my Lego stores, but yeah, I can't imagine walking into one and seeing like Gringotts. Or whatever, like Greg sitting in a vehicle, getting his I want to sit in a Lego vehicle and take my picture.
Yeah, DB5. No, proper DB5 as well. So
I will tell you this: the next time I go to a Lego store, as long as I'm not by myself, if I'm by myself, maybe I'll just ask a random stranger to take my picture. I need to get myself footage of myself with the 501st Clone Trooper build. The life size they have at my Lego store.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nick said he voted for MIDI too.
We did.
Yeah. So I was thinking about asking everybody's opinion, like putting a story out on Instagram to help me out with my new topic video that I'm working on, or I've been working on for a long time, about only the best, for Lego.
Yeah.
So the easiest part was Star Wars. So like I have this laundry list of things that I've written down that Lego has done, that like the company that's done that's either shady or something I think is wrong or something that was dumb or like a bad decision or whatever the case may be. There's most of them are Star Wars, and it's probably just because obviously it's usually what I hyper focus on, and then I always have help because Ryan's really good at pointing a lot of these factual type stuff out as well.
Yeah.
But I had some stuff for other things, but I was so curious about what other people thought about sponging. So I reached out to Ruth, a door build, and I was asking her, I was like, hey, is there anything about like the Friends stuff?
Friends, yeah.
Many stuff that you think that like I'm not trying to make a hate video, but just good criticism, like, yeah, they do this wrong or whatever. And she gave me like all kinds of stuff.
Really? Oh my god.
Nothing too crazy or specific, but way more than I thought. Like, and it wasn't even like a hateful type thing. It was just a few nice random things that.
Yeah. Well, Ruth is lovely. She is.
Dude, Ruth is one of the best, dude.
She is. I'm seen her for a little while, actually. I haven't seen her for a little while. Need to get
right. Yeah, there's a handful of people out there that I just adore. No pun intended, like a door build, but I adore, that are just great people.
Like, know she is.
She's
lovely.
One of them too,
Indeed.
Brick. Omega Man, what's happening?
Omega Man is in the house. Evening, everyone.
Every time I see Omega Man, I think of Mega Man.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Omega Man as well. Lady Mc. Brick giving out some love to Omega Man too. Good to have you here, mate. Give us a thumbs up, Omega Man. Cast the vote, and you know, Hive,
become involved. Like the stream, everybody, please.
I never say the one thing I never say to people is share it. Is that a thing that people?
I don't know. That is something that people could do. I feel like that's something none of us really say a lot of. Like and subscribe is definitely the two things. But yeah, you don't really hear a lot of us.
Share takes a lot of effort though, doesn't it? To take a bit of effort. I mean, if anyone wants to share the stream out there,
it depends because some places you can't really share. Like you could share this to. Actually, what could you share this to? Hold on a second.
You can share it on Twitter.
You can't share it on Instagram.
You can't do it on Instagram, no, but you can do it on Twitter for sure.
Let me see what's going on here. Let me turn that down. I'm just curious. Let me see where I could share this to. Because you can copy the link and put the link probably just about anywhere.
Ooh, I just seen something special.
Tweet
a leak of a very cool poly bag of Batman.
Right.
Check out Falcon's Instagram when you get a minute.
Let me go to
that. Looks pretty special. Baz, if you're out there, check it out. Anyone who likes Batman, check out Instagram for.
Does that ledge come with it too?
Yeah, must do if it's in the picture. Yeah, because it's 40 pieces. So yeah, the ledge is there.
Well, I can see right now. I'm gonna have to just get used to this new cowl thing because I think they're just not gonna change it. They're going in that direction and staying with it. I'm not really keen on the new eyes.
Yeah, I can't really comment because I've not seen it too much.
I need to see it in person. I really do. It might.
I do like that. That is a good poly bag. That's a very good poly bag.
And look, you get that molded cape as well.
Yeah, you should talk about that on Good Morning Brick World.
Good call. Thank you, man. Because you know what? A lot of people don't realize this, but we get kind of shafted on Good Morning Brick World sometimes with leaks and stuff because everything comes out like the day after.
You're at the arse end of the week. That's right. And the worst case is
everyone's like, dude, we've heard this like from like 20 different YouTubers.
They come out on Monday or something like that. You're like, God damn it! Why not yesterday? I tell you, I had that on. What came out on Friday? Yeah, Friday. An hour before I went live, Ninjago, that 4+ set. Was announced, at least Falcon did anyway.
Right.
Oh no, it wasn't Falcon. It was some toy store in Luxembourg.
Really?
Yeah. So you're allowed to. So it's not a leak then. Lady McBrick says sharing on Instagram is possible if there is some post picture which can be referenced to. Okay.
Yeah, like if I screenshotted the link, the stream right now, I could post the picture in Instagram, and I'm pretty sure, I could put the link in like the chat or description or something like that. There are creative ways to get around stuff, and that's something too. Like over the years, Greg and I have shared little tricks about stuff. I've learned. I would have never done Instagram stories if it wasn't for Greg. Because I remember Greg
Instagram stories.
I remember Greg was put on Instagram stories. I was like, how is he making these awesome Instagram stories? Like, how do you do this? And like, he told me something about the direction to go with it. And then once I found it, then it was all like, oh yeah, look there's just this.
With these apps, it's ridiculous. They don't give you instructions. You just got to fathom it out. That's the most frustrating thing.
Yeah.
But it is kind of fun. But it's all kind of marketing and stuff like that.
I mean, Instagram I use for a couple of things. One, I use it as a connection piece to all of you guys.
Me too.
Or as many as I can. You know what I mean? Especially with close friends, because it gets too complicated if you just want to like text everybody. And then some people like Greg. I mean, even if I gave him my number, it's a long distance call. It costs a fortune to talk. On a phone. So Instagram is our way of keeping in touch with all of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's also a huge marketing tool or promotional tool for the channel. I mean, I use it for that. And
me too. And everyone should.
Yeah.
And that's how I discovered Lady McBrick. She was doing a live stream once on there, and I was like,
and that I've connected, with a lot of new people through there.
A lot of the Aussie guys, I get Australians come on the stream, and they're because the Aussies love using Instagram for doing their live streams and stuff like that. So
I can't. I've tried. Even look.
Oh, I stick to YouTube, man. I'm not interested in Twitch or anything like that.
Like, I hate God. Like, I like to support everybody, right?
Yeah.
But look, I don't like being in streams if you can't lurk, because sometimes I'm doing multiple things. Like, I want to support you and like listen or watch while I'm doing stuff. What I can't do is sometimes I can't say hi to everybody, and I don't want to be mean and make people think
because you're famous. You've been on the tubes for 4 years. Everyone knows you.
Stop it. But, so Instagram's weird like that. Look at them.
Did you like it, Baz? I think it looks brilliant. I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah, I definitely would like to get it as well. I wonder how available it'll be.
I could do a popping poly bag on it. That is definitely I love me popping poly bags. I haven't done one for ages.
I was like, it's been a long time. When you start up again, I want to send you another poly bag. Look, by the way, I know it's been a long time, but this has been sitting here.
Oh yeah.
I took the batteries out. I know I took the batteries out because I don't think I can ship it with the batteries in it.
No, don't ship it with the batteries in it because it'll cost you loads, and you got to put a label on it and all that sort of stuff.
It's been sitting here. It's going to be coming to you. I would have sent it already, but I sent something else.
You'll have to tell me as well if you're getting rid of any figs or anything like that, because I'm always after construction figures. If you've got any of those,
yeah, dude, I'll send you some. I got a billion construction figures. Do you need any construction stuff, like
anything like that? Yeah, I collect anything like that because I just want to have loads of construction guys.
Yeah, dude, I'll totally send you construction. I got so many. I dressed up Spider-Man as a construction worker, so he had a job for a while. Hey, there's Sean the right way saying happy anniversary to us. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Appreciate that.
God save the king. What can I say? We have got some big, long-standing streams going on now. I mean, a couple of Brickheads, they've been going for quite a while now. It's got to be a good year and a half, hasn't it? Them guys have been going.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Good morning, Brick World.
Definitely have made a name for yourselves and a spot in the community, dude. Like, seriously. Yeah. And the great thing is, it's another different type of stream. It doesn't have the same vibe as like Good Morning Brick World or London Bridge Bricks or whoever. You know what I mean? Like, it's like its own unique type thing.
Exactly. That's what's cool about it. And they do. They got like a different vibe. Good Morning Brick World, different vibe.
Well, the other thing too is something I love about any stream video channel is when you have something unique to you. It could be a look, it could be a catchphrase, it could be, and of course with a couple of Brickheads, you got like the girth gig, you got like heaters, you got these things that they do.
I used the word
heaters. Even when Sean does his video and he's like, a couple of Brickheads. Right. So yeah, it's great, man. And it's not just a couple of Brickheads. There's a whole bunch.
But there's stable things. There's Cali Bricklink, and if you guys want to know, like the stable peeps that are out there, and I'll throw SARS in there as well. Check out Brick and Brood because he schedules them every sort of Monday. And that's it.
You should go on to Instagram and look. Actually, I've been telling Brick and Brood this for a while, and I keep forgetting. Like, we're gonna highlight the calendar stream on Good Morning Brick World just so everybody can kind of see what's going down. But you definitely should go subscribe. Go on Instagram and just look up Brick and Brood. I mean, it's a very unique name, and subscribe to him. And
he's a good guy.
He's all about the community. Yeah, and he's a great guy.
He's got a load of kids, that's for sure. Jesus, man. He's like, I think he should change his name from like Brick and Brood to like Thunderpants or something. He's like, geez, you touch that guy, you'll be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a bloke.
King, I saw your question. Hi, have you got a JR president in your city? I do, only because I have a police station. And it's crazy when I got before the police station, man, the only law that was in Hive City was when a hero or a vigilante was doing something, you know what I mean? Because there was like no cops really in the town. Or the cops, the guys have cops, a cop car, but there's no jail. So if they caught you, they just had to throw you in the back of the cop car and lock the doors.
Yeah, keep you in the boot. Cable tie your hands together and you're in the boot, guys.
And interesting, a little side note. a little tidbit about Hive City is I've had a real life police officer in the city for a long time, which is Iceberg Bricks. I have his very awesome sig fig I got at Brick Fair a couple years ago. Yes, speaking of that too. So at Brick World, I'm gonna have a bunch of Good Morning Brick World merch just to give away. I'm not like trying to sell or anything. I'm gonna have like some shirts and stickers and stuff like that, maybe some hats or something. Just to kind of give away at Brick World. But next year, I'll have some sig figs to give away. But I just don't have enough money to buy merch to give away and sig figs. So,
I mean, merch is expensive, isn't it? Like, what sort of merch? Are we talking badges here or something like that?
Basically, a lot of stickers. Probably a couple handfuls of some shirts, and then maybe a handful of hats or something like that. I don't know, and maybe some more unique stuff. Depends on what kind of deal I can get.
I'm going to be doing some merch as well, and I'm going to be putting stuff like I Love London on it, but I'm going to put like I Love London Bridge Bricks. It's the same sort of design and everything like that, but just put things like that on it. And
I'm kind of surprised you haven't done merch.
I know. I've never done it. Never featured into it, but I will be.
Once you hit another 1,000 subscribers or something like that, because when you get 10,000,
10,000,
you can promote like your merch store on your page and stuff.
Yeah. So I think that's probably what I've been waiting for. I probably thought, oh, wait until I get to 10,000. I might have to wait another 4 years or something like that. Or maybe I should just push out some more shorts. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, I am going to start designing up some stuff. It's one of those things. I constantly, whenever anyone says merch or anything like that, I'm sort of thinking, oh, I do need to get some. And even some of from you guys to get. I know, like someone like Richard, Brick Scene. He used to do some decent merch as well.
I got a couple of his shirts.
Yeah, I never got any of them. Lady McBrick's got one. I know Craig's definitely got one. And
there's a ton of channels out there I still need to buy like merch from that I'd like to not just have because I like the stuff, but to support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know there's a couple Brickheads, a couple shirts that Sidious has made. I really want to get.
That is it. LBB Pab Jugs. That's the thing. I could do like a big mug or something like that, call them Pab Jugs. What do you say? Well, hey, I'd pay for a Good Morning Brick World pin or set of minifigs.
Well, some of the stickers I'll have is the individual co-host stickers, me and Imberlia, Jay, Doc. So we'll have those stickers. Pins is something else that I will probably do very soon because pins is in the merch that I can sell on the store that I use.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff I can make. The only thing I haven't been able to find so far, like I said, is a plushie doll for Doc.
That's funny,
dude. I can't wait to make those things, dude. I want a Doc plushie doll so bad, dude. And what's crazy, like there's a handful of people out there that really want a Doc plushie doll. I mean, King Oldendorf wants one just to slap around, but I feel like
we sound so wrong.
Maybe Greg Theron on everything. Dude, there's a lot of good merch Greg could do with London Bridge Bricks because there's a lot of good sayings, there's a lot of good things. Dude, I can't look at Greg's logo and not think of the Force Awakens Stormtroopers, man.
I know, yeah, the Stormtrooper face.
Yeah, that's every time, dude. That's all I ever think about. So I think there's something in there. There's some type of merch in there somewhere.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah, it's good stuff. Look, Danny Phantom says Doc Plus is a day one. Greg Thrawn shirt, yeah. Oh, because the
have you seen my?
Actually, you can make one for every different version that you've had.
I know. I love my Dooku, but I gotta be honest. When I did the Thrawn one, I was like, Jesus, that actually looks better than I thought it was gonna look. And it's like, yeah,
I think they've all looked good, man.
But Thrawn with the blue skin, and I was like, what can I do about the eyes? Because where I said, let's make the glasses just red as well. And when something it really pops, and I was just like, dang, that is really nice. But I'll always like my Dooku as well, or Dooku, as some people like to call him. But yeah, Thrawn, I will say, does look pretty awesome. So thank you for that, guys. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I got some mad ideas. I just have to get off my ass and do
It's
them.
time. It's always time. That's all it is. It's just where you can apply your energy. And then while you're doing that, you're not making videos and things like that. So
well, like I want to make a Good Morning Brick World shirt for each co-host. And have them kind of unique with colors and ideas. Like for Jay, automatically it was going to be a Tron version. So I wanted to do like the BW with like in the Tron lettering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and mine was going to be like a mech, you know, like a spider mech, like with graffiti on a wall or something like that. Doc's really, my idea for his was just the color scheme of it. And I wanted the letters to look kind of fuzzy. And then Amber Laya, I don't know. The one thing I thought about for doing hers was doing like a Bo-Katan type theme. Like with the lettering, maybe to hopefully, I don't know how I'd even do the lettering, if I try and match a Star Wars lettering or not. But it was really the color scheme, the blue and white. But I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot of stuff, man. Yes, Amber Laya Kills is probably going to be the heaters of the year as far as merch goes. I don't know how many people know about that, Sean. But if you guys had watched Cali Bricklink with Amber Laya on there, she talked about taking karate classes.
She did. Yeah. And she's a black belt as well.
Yeah, dude. No, Amber Laya, kick your ass. Believe me. But yeah, so I guess it inspired Sean to make, instead of Amber Laya Builds and Amber Laya Kills shirt, and like the design is like, it's like a shadow outline or whatever of like
do it in yellow,
like
so it looks like
in her karate move.
You got to do it in yellow because then it will look like something from Kill Bill.
Dude, that's a really good idea. Sidious, what's up, man? Sue,
hey, I've been wondering where he was. Oh, Sid. I wish I'd actually had time to pump out half the Lego shirt ideas I have in my head. I'm just so busy with my main NFL sweatshirt brand. It takes a lot of run successful sweatshirt company. It does.
Yeah, it's a lot.
As they will.
King says hi. Remember the Photoshop photo of me and Amber Laya onto the head of Din. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I believe you might have threatened me or something with that picture, if I remember correctly.
And talking to pictures as well, folks. You know, I always do my photo segment on London Calling every Friday. If anyone ever buys any merch or even T-shirts, actually, because I'm always into the old merch T-shirts, send them to me and I'll show them off on London Calling. And if anyone does any merch, then I'm more than happy if you send me a picture of it. I'm more than happy to sort of show people what you got.
So speaking of London Calling,
yeah, man.
You got any, like, you know, where do you see London Calling going? I mean, you got any kind of different?
Don't know. We need to get more different people on it. It's a bit Shy. He's kind of made me sort of set it up as a podcast as well. So
yeah, he's done the same thing with me as well.
I was just like,
I started taking them into a podcast.
Yeah, so he sent me into a podcast as well. So I do that. Where do I see it going? I mean, there's only so many things one can do in that format, but it's still at its core about people not only celebrating the fact that it's the weekend, it's Friday evenings, but it's celebrating the community and bringing everyone together. And the great thing is, over certainly the last year and a half, I bring people in from all different platforms. People that are on Instagram, Lady McBrick being an advocate there of her stuff. Also as well, bloggers like Jay's Brick Blog. People from Twitch, such as Craigster, and of course all the YouTubers too. So it's just about blending them in and bringing people in that have got sort of different skills. I got a guy coming back on again soon. He's not been on for a little while. He's massive into trains and stuff like that. People are always interested in Lego and trains. The two are synonymous, work together particularly very well. You know, there's to coin a marketing term, Sean, there's a bit of synergy in Lego and trains. There really is. You know, and that in itself just always keeps it fresh. And I do try different things here and there. But the photo thing has always been quite a good one. People seem to like that. And of course, we're in a world where, you know, Instagram is very much loved, And so pictures are pretty easy for people to send me and stuff like that. So that's always a decent segment to sort of round off the stream with. And someone like Liz, who's out there, she's a big supporter of channels and stuff.
Liz is great.
She always sends me knolling pictures, and so people have to guess what she's knolled that week. So you know, in and around way, she's created a segment in there. You know,
Right.
And I like people having their own little segments. So sometimes, you know, when Cabbage comes on, he'll do something like a Kobe corner. So he'll give us an update of what Kobe had been up to.
Yeah.
And things like that, which is a bit risque because it is more Lego, but it's like, well, you know what? People should know what alternatives are out there as well.
Of course.
Free world. And yeah, so if I ever think, I think that's an idea, I think that could work, then I'll go for it. I'm certainly not like sort of stuck in the mud of sort of thinking, you know, I need to freshen it up or anything like that.
Right.
It's the people that are on it that kind of keep it fresh and keep it unique looking, which is massively important to me. So, you know,
Agreed.
And yeah, like what KO's saying out there, honestly, KO, if there's ever free Fridays, Hive is the first person to get in touch with me if he's got a free Friday and say, can I come on
and just so you know, King, Greg already knows, you know what I mean? Like, it's just hard for me anyways. It's pretty rare, you know, I get the time off or whatever. But even Greg still reached out to me not too long ago and asked me if I knew if I was going to have any Fridays coming up free. So Greg already knows. He's already extended the invitation. When I wasn't working, I was on London Calling for I don't know how many months.
Yeah,
like
it was
almost every Friday. But just one of those things, man. You know, it's like it's time zone. You know, it's just difference and stuff. You know, but
it is. But also, this is what I like about just you and me doing transatlantic live streams. This is our thing. You know,
yeah, it is.
Other guests on, and I know people have panels and stuff like that. But this is unique to us. This is the transit thing. I mean, this is our anniversary, but it's really also as folks. If you take away the anniversary sign, scraped underneath it, painted on, you'll find it says transatlantic live stream.
It's kind of like in a way where almost anything that I do live that's not Good Morning Brick World is a Hive stream, even though there's so many different versions of a Hive stream. It's kind of like that. Like, this is just a transatlantic stream, but it's just. It's coded with our anniversary because you know it's that time of the year. They did a home and home. Oh, I didn't know what that meant at first.
But yeah, it's a cool thing. But what about Good Morning Brick World? Where are you guys maybe taking that? Are you exploring different sort of things?
Yeah, I mean it's constantly evolving. You know, we're constantly trying to mold it into something more and more solid. You know, seeing what works, what doesn't, seeing what's fluid, what's not. There are some things that we think is a great idea and it doesn't really work out the way we want, and then some things that we don't think too much of, and then it turns out to be more of a bigger thing. I mean, we've got pretty much kind of the format the way we kind of want. The biggest problem we have is time, because we're 2 hours pretty much on the dot. You know what I mean? We might go minutes over, but like we don't really mess around and make it like whenever. So our first hour, you know, is us doing news and talking about, you know, stuff that we talk about or whatever, and then like the second hour really has to do with the theme of whatever we're doing. So yeah, that was the hardest part, was trying to work out time. Like for instance, this particular one tomorrow is going to be difficult because there is a buttload of Lego news to talk about.
Dude, that will kill. That I struggled to keep that under an hour and a half. And SAR the other night, that's all they did. That was it. That was SAR.
God. Dude, when we were having the meeting yesterday, like we're going through all this Lego news. We're like, I don't know, maybe we might just not say this or whatever. Like we're trying to figure out the best way to get through it, because the Star Wars talk is we wanted to have a good, deep Star Wars discussion.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
And it doesn't, and like I was saying, it could be Lego or non-Lego related. It could be good or bad. You know what I mean? Dump runs. Oh, trying to do a little spring cleaning, right?
I thought you had diarrhea or something.
No. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Oh, there's Tech right there. I just can't wait.
He's out. He's making it, mate. He's going to say, what about Star Wars? All the Star Wars stuff he knows.
Sean says we did 90 minutes on just Dreamzzz. Yeah, I know. So that, again, so trying to talk about all this Lego and then talk about all the Star Wars stuff we want to talk about is going to be difficult. But yeah, as far as like the evolution of it and stuff, the only thing I see that really just change is just production getting better and better over time. I feel like, even though this is going to sound like an excuse, but again, if I wasn't working so much at a full-time job and all that, I could probably, put more input into different things. Like Doc is always on Jay and I, not as much Amberly. I heard too sometimes, but really always on Jay and I about getting B-roll footage for him. Whether like Doc, I've mentioned this plenty of times. Doc does like most of the production for the show, like as far as videos and skits and themes and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So he's always coming up with ideas that he wants to do, but he can't really do a whole lot if like we don't give him footage that he needs to do. Yeah. So like he wants to make like a part, and a lot of it has to do with introductions, the introduction of the show. So like he wants to do one of us, like where we like wake up and getting ready in the morning or whatever. So he wants footage of us doing stuff like that. Then like he wants more footage of like the city and stuff. And it's good because he makes good intros and stuff. It's just Jay and I are always procrastinating or just not doing what we should be doing. Today's we need to get on a call soon about Brick World shirt. Oh, right.
That's it. Shirts. It's got to be a thing. You can go over there.
I
think if I come to Brick World next year, maybe I'll do some shirts.
By the way, I don't know if Sidious was the first one to do this or not, but I'm pretty sure he's the first one I've seen do it. He made an Instagram post the other day about May the 3rd degree burns. I know Richie mentioned this too on Bricks or something so it's required the other day.
Yeah.
So he made this thing about May the 3rd degree burns, and it was like basically like a tribute, like don't forget or in remembrance of like Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen or whatever. So the picture like, burnt to crisps. Dude, I just was laughing my butt off when I saw that, man. A couple of brickheads, I thought you were dreaming the whole time. Oh, you guys talking about the dreams? Yeah. Disrespectful to Beru, dude. It was in remembrance.
Don't disprove.
Oh man. Got to go deep in the War of the Stars. Yeah. Look. Just to give you a little. So, in the meeting, we basically like think of like either a question for the guests or something to talk about. You know what I mean? In case like the conversation starts dying about one thing in particular, we can just spit something out and keep it going right back. And of course, we have questions that we want to ask Tech and all that. But one of the things that if the conversation gets slow enough that I'm going to bring up is I'm getting sick and tired of Kathleen Kennedy, and I need to talk about it.
So, what has she done to offend you?
Completely ruined Star Wars. Yeah. I mean, look, there's been a couple of golden nuggets that have come out, and that mostly has to do with Favreau and Filoni. You know what I mean? Yeah. But almost every single decision that Kathleen Kennedy has made has been completely detrimental to the Star Wars franchise. And yes, I get we need to usher in some new stuff and new people and all this. You know what I mean? But don't just take a crap on the original trilogy and your fans and the characters, man.
That's why they shouldn't have brought Palpatine back. It was as simple as that. He was shoehorned in.
Well, at that point, I don't think no matter what JJ did at that point, it was like going to be whatever. You know what I mean? Because you can't have like such a contrast of storytelling from A Force Awakens to The Last Jedi.
I tell you what, I'm hoping for, right? In I've forgotten the name of the series now, but in not Kenobi, but something more like Ahsoka and Mandalorian, I'm hoping that we're going to get better stories from Phasma and the Knights of Ren as well.
That would be
awesome. Need some Knights of Ren versus Mandalorians. Bring it on. I'll have some of that. What do you lot out there think about that? I think that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, I'm as far as Kathleen goes, I don't hate the woman or anything like that, and I think that she has worked hard to get to where she's at, and I'm certain that she's probably had to put up with a lot of shit, you know, because she was basically just in the beginning, man, just fetching coffee for like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. You know what I mean? Right. She worked a long time, man, to get where she's at. The thing I'm mad about is just her decision making with some of this stuff, and I'm like, you know, even the Rey thing, like bringing Rey back for these new movies and stuff. I don't hate Rey, and I feel bad for Daisy Ridley, you know, in a way, because I know she's going to get all kinds of crap, you know, from dumbass fans.
Yeah,
but it's like, look, you saw what the sequels did to Star Wars fans. You made us even more ravenous and created a civil war between us, you know, between these movies. Why on earth would you bring back those characters, man? Like, just go a little further. And the original script, from what I was watching, was he was going to have Rey in there, but Rey was going to be like really, really old, like in her 70s or 80s or something like that.
Oh, right.
So I don't know. Just a lot of decisions, and not even just with that too, man. Then there's like, I don't want to say anything before the movie comes out, man, but I don't have good vibes about this new Indiana Jones movie coming out, man.
Really?
Yeah.
And is that owned by Disney now? Did they buy those rights as well?
Yeah, because it was under Lucasfilm, as far as I know. But look, the whole thing with Indiana Jones really doesn't have much to do with Kathleen Kennedy as it does. I didn't even want them to do the last Indiana Jones movie. I think the trilogy was fine the way it was. Indiana Jones is getting way too old to be some type of swashbuckling, you know, action hero, dude. Like, come on, man, let it go.
Yeah.
But they keep pushing it, you know, just like all these remakes, dude. God dang it, man.
Yeah.
Can't you guys make a movie? Like,
I think they're running out of ideas. I think there's just ideas are just running out, or they just want to, you know, bring Darth Vader back or something like that, or, you know, don't kill off Palpatine. I mean, I always thought Snoke was actually quite a decent villain.
Yeah, I really wish they would have done more Snoke. Look, they killed Snoke, then let Kylo take it, man. Yeah. You don't need Palpatine, dude. Let Kylo go on a rampage or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But
it's like Phasma. What a waste of a character.
Phasma, dude. Yeah, another one. Or Finn, dude. Finn was the most interesting thing I was thinking about the stories.
Yeah, a stormtrooper that becomes a Jedi.
Right. Think about
what a great
all
idea
the stuff you could have done with that, man.
Yeah.
Think about all the stuff you could have done with that. Poe, awesome character.
Yeah.
He is a swashbuckling type character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
do a spin-off series with him. I'd have some
even
of that.
Rey. I loved Rey in Force Awakens. I was like, yeah, there's this cool person. Like, let's see what kind of adventure she goes on. A little mysterious. Yeah. What does she have to do with this world? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she was quite sweet in it as well. She was really sweet.
And I didn't even have an issue with her powers. I thought it made a lot of sense when Kylo was doing that mind thing on her, and he somehow unlocked something in her brain.
Yeah,
because she got into a defensive mode where she was blocking him from getting inside of her head. That made sense to me.
Good. That was good.
Yeah, dude.
He was good though. Adam Driver as Kylo Ren was brilliant. And when he used to like go into a hissy fit or something like that and throw a wobbly. Talking of throwing wobblies. KO has just given us £5. Is Brick Hive gonna brick one? I tell you what, right? I've got a funny little video that someone did for me a long time ago. Let's play it, shall we? This is Hive being saved by me or Superman. Ooh.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
I just can't believe it. You say
I can't believe it, Hive. He got her. I'm so American.
There's some really great comments out here, by the way. And Coconut Brick Studio, what's up, brother?
Let's go through it. Ethan, he sent me. I think Ethan, did you send me pictures yesterday? I'll have to show him next week. I'll show him off next week. I asked him for some pictures because I saw him. He was doing a stream the other day. It was very interesting. I love a bit of Coconut Studios. He's got a lovely beard. God blimey.
Coconut's so great. Coconut's another one, man. Just been
he's smashing it. He's doing it for real.
What year is your anniversary? You got to be right there with us.
He's got to be around there.
Because
I didn't even know. I didn't even know his name was Ethan until he got interviewed on Cali Bricklink. Because I just used to call him Coco, like Coconut.
Remember we used to do like 4x4, and you know we still
2x2. We talked about 4x4.
2x2. Why did I say 4x4? Obviously, it's been a long time.
That'll be the new one, 4x4.
And thank you, Delicious Foods, by the way.
Delicious Foods says, "Hey Al, congrats on 4 years on bringing like-minded people together, lifting people's spirits, and providing joy to the community. Here's to 4 more." Imagine that. God, we're the vets. We are. Star Wars is rubbish. Just a poor man's home.
That reminds me of that drink Yoo-hoo. My buddy always told me Yoo-hoo was a poor man's chocolate milk. He's like, you can't afford milk, you gotta just put chocolate in water.
Oh, imagine that. Yuck. It was way different early in my career when I was designing Star Wars cereal boxes, etc. Lucasfilm set the creative agencies do their thing. Disney Star Wars was way different. Okay, he was laughing his little head off. Tremendous, says Sean. Steve Weezer says that was disturbing. Yeah, I know. He's a beautiful Lois Lane. He really is. I like it when she says, "Who's holding you?" And he goes like that. I got you, girl. Please say the cereal was called Chewy. I think there is a Chewy one. I've seen, but in HMV, which by the way, folks, is coming back to London. It's coming back to Regent Street. They're going back to where they were. They do Star Wars cereal. They really do. Chewy would be a good one though, wouldn't it? What's your cereal like? Bit Chewy. However Chewy would say it. I started in January. Blimey, he's very specific. January the 12th, 2019. So old. Blimey, he's been going as long as us. At least he did a bit longer actually. He's a few months in front of us. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. That's what we like. But yeah, man, like Praetorian Guards, good to see them back again, wasn't it?
Yeah,
love those guys.
Praetorian Guards were rad looking, dude.
Man,
that was
one
of the things out of the sequels that definitely, dude. The sequels had so many things that looked awesome, just didn't really come to any kind of fruition. You know, the Praetorian Guards, Phasma, the Knights of Ren.
Yeah,
just so many things. And I gotta ask anybody that's built the land speeder because I'm kind of in a pickle.
Show us it. What have you show us where you're at?
All right. Well, all right. This is what I got. You know, it's really starting to look like a flip flop. But here's the thing that all right. So I have 2 of these orange studs left, right? And there's nowhere else to put them. However, on the front of the land speeder, there's 2 black. I can't point like this. There's 2 black studs, and I don't have any black studs. So I'm like, did they mean orange studs? So I think I'm just gonna put the orange studs on there instead of the black ones. It's Lego. What do I care? You know what I mean? It's still gonna work out, right? Like it's imagination. I'm just gonna imagine that they're black studs. All right, good deal. I just didn't even know if anybody else kind of came across that issue because I don't have any black studs, and there's nowhere else. I went through the last couple pages of this bag, and there's nowhere else to put any more orange studs. And I've got the orange studs put already in the places they needed to go.
You got Mike out there. Good to see you, Mike.
Oh, wait a minute. No, there is a place I'm missing. Damn it.
Oh, damn it. There it is.
See,
Penny
got me.
Did everyone hear that? Penny drop then. I see. That wasn't just any old penny. That was this year's gift with purchase, Penny.
Oh, that Chuck E. Cheese coin.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you guys don't have Chuck E. Cheese over there, do you?
We don't. We just think it sounds funny when Americans say Chuck E. Cheese.
It doesn't matter. It's a horrible company. Stay away from it.
Cheers, dude. Thanks so much.
Hey, Lego R2. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very cool of them. Very, very cool indeed. Minifig who says, which bag are you chaps on? Been searching for missing bricks So missed a few bits. I'm just about finishing off bag 9. In fact, there's only one more bag left. Oh,
I'm approaching bag 3.
dude, you are.
Well, no one ever said I was a speedy builder.
No, you can tell he works on hourly rates, can't you, on his contracts? He's milking the system.
Oh, by the way, do you see Coconut said 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He started about 4 months before us.
Yeah, so
he's a vet like us. We haven't gone full time though. We're still pretending.
Yeah, we haven't made that leap yet. But Coconut, you do some incredible work, man. I'm really happy to see where your channel has gone. And if anybody's new around here and doesn't know who Coconut is, he builds really incredible, mainly Star Wars mocks. But not like just like a Star Wars mock. You can't pick his mocks up. They're insanely.
They don't travel well. His mocks.
Really reminds me.
He's a good lad. He's a very good lad.
Yeah, definitely. He's a good dude.
Didn't Greg pre-build most of this? No, I didn't pre-build any of this. In fact, I built it on the last stream. So if anyone wants to watch me back, I'll make up a playlist or something like that. Part 1 was London Calling. Not London Calling, sorry. The London Eye stream. I might even have the video still up for it. Yeah, here we go. Look, this is the intro. This is the original one, folks. It went something like this. And then part 2 was over on Hive stream. And now part 3 is this. This is it. I've literally built the whole thing. I won't bother doing probably bag 10 tonight because Hive's on a hot date tonight with his missus.
We're gonna go eat at the restaurant. It's not just a restaurant; it's an event type place or whatever.
Is it
where we had our wedding?
Oh, very nice.
And it's got some really good seafood.
Ooh, love that.
I might have me a lobster tail tonight.
Yeah. The question is, will it be white meat or dog?
Well, I have a hard time, even though I love lobster, I have a hard time buying it because it's so expensive and all you get is just a tail.
Yeah.
It's like I can eat lobster from a lobster tail in like 2 bites.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, each one of those bites was like $15.
Chew your food. Yeah, make sure you chew it. Suck out those vitamins.
Cindy says there are no Chuck E. Cheese near me. I don't think Italian New Yorkers and people from Jersey would go to it. It's I watched a documentary about Chuck E. Cheese, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. A lot of drama that revolved around Chuck E. Cheese. But yeah, there's one near us.
Anything with the name Chucky in it, it's going to be a bit dodgy, isn't it? I mean, let's face it. I mean, Chucky isn't exactly even in the horror film world, he's not exactly a nice character in that, is he?
Well, it's Chuck, and his middle name starts with an E, so it's Chuck and then E. But he used to be a rat, and then they changed him into a mouse to make it more kid friendly. So you're right. The wings do sag a little bit.
They do.
When it's closed like that.
But it's better in the open position.
I think it's better in the open position. Yeah. It's like Hive is building a mosaic. What are you talking about? Oh, with this.
Oh, it does really. It's not really your thing hasn't really taken off, has it? But it is quite flat anyway. Your set.
Yeah, dude. Look at how
it is pretty flat, isn't it? I mean,
dang, dude.
I mean, he's been working on that meticulously for these 5 hours.
I know it's. Man, that is a beauty, though. Yeah, what do you think about the stand? Because I saw Ryan said that it's reminiscent of the old school stands.
Yeah, the stands are good, man. I like the stands like this. It's the weird thing is with it is every now and again when I put it down, a couple of the pieces do fall off. These slope pieces here.
Really?
Yeah, I think what it is because this is quite heavy. And I think it creates the tension in it, just makes them ping off. But this is a really good set. I got to be honest, if if I had, I tell you what I would do. I would like to. I'm almost interested in buying the very first one in the year 2000, because the guy that designed this one 23 years ago designed the very first X-wing as well. And,
wow!
So that's why I sort of think it would be quite a cool thing to maybe do. But that said, I just love the thrusters on this thing. This is like proper cool. Yeah, it's really nice, and I like this. Well, they're saying this is illegal. Is it? I mean, that's it's only Lego that sort of say these things are illegal or not, as the case may be. But I like it, and like I say, I love this. I love this as well. Check this out, folks. This does look good.
So I've been thinking a lot, and we won't make this too long because I know we're like about the end of the stream. But so the whole thing Ryan had pointed out, and it's a good point about the dimple, right? You know how they photoshopped it. So at first, my first thought was like, shame on you, Lego, blah, 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 right? And I still kind of feel like that. But then I was thinking, when you go to like McDonald's and you look at the picture of the Big Mac or whatever, like, that's not really what the Big Mac looks like. You know, like it makes it look perfect and stuff. So would that be considered false advertising? Like I'm because you know me, I'm a very technical person. So I try and find the division of where something.
I can. Do you know what? I can see where Ryan's going with that. I do agree with him,
and I do too.
The mistake is with the guy who's photoshopped that out. Someone somewhere signed that off to say that's okay, and it's not. It doesn't really bother me at all. If, in all honesty, I just hope the next iteration will be better. But you can't deny that this is better than a sticker.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like, okay, let's agree that this is.
And I'm not upset at the dimple itself because I don't know what it's like to mold that stuff. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's either right there, dead center, so at least looks symmetrical, or it might be in some random place. So I don't know if they can even get rid of it. I think the thing that was bothering me was just about trying to hide it in the picture. Yeah. But then again, I started thinking about other marketing type things and about how you want your product to look at the best. It could. I don't know. It's so division with me because
I have one. The only issue I have with the plaque is that according to the plaque, the Starfighter is 13.4 meters long. In the manual, it says it's 12.5 meters long. So there's a discrepancy there. So yeah. So one of them
should have just read the real manual before they.
Yeah, I know. So one of them's wrong and one of them's right. I don't know which is which. I'll have to do a Google on that. But I was listening to Ryan earlier on, and he pointed that out. And
Coconut, they're in the same place.
But it's good. But yeah, what Lego need to do for anyone that buys this, and you'll see this when you open up yours. This needs to be in its own little envelope, its own little bag or something, not left loose. And that goes for the canopy as well. Lego, if you're listening this back, you got a great design here. But people are quite meticulous about their canopies. They're quite meticulous about their plaques because they read them. And if you're going to give us rubber bands in their own little boxes, then you definitely need to do that for the plaque.
And to say that plaque looks so much better as a print than a sticker is so much of an understatement, dude. That looks so much better as a print.
100% it does.
Like it's almost easy enough just to look past the dang dimple. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
But anyway, Hive, that's another 4 years up and done with. It really is. How mad is that? It's been a good. We'll be back probably this time next year, folks. We've been quite lucky. We've always been able to do this weekend for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Some years it might go out a week or so, but anyway, we'll celebrate it whatever happens.
Yeah.
And I quite like the white bricks on the background that we used this time. I quite like that.
Yeah. I meant to tell you, that looks really
fresh.
Nice.
It looks really fresh.
It does, and it makes it real easy for other things to really pop out.
Yeah.
Like to the point where when I bought I had 2 of these shelves, and I was gonna get another one, and I was asking Mrs. Hive, I was like, should I get a white one or a black one? You know what I mean? Because I wanted to make them whatever, But she said white because it makes everything pop out a lot better.
It always does. It always does.
So it looked really, really good.
Well, we'll see. Maybe next year I'll build the land speeder as well. I was going to build that, and then I was building this, and then I was just like, do you know what? I want to enjoy this build. I'll continue.
You were all over the place because I remember first you were talking about the land speeder. Then you were talking about the
Executor
scale.
Yeah,
you were gonna build that, and then you're like, I think we're gonna build the X-wing instead. I was like, okay, I mean, whatever you want to build.
What can I say, Hive? I'm impulsive. But I was just excited just to be doing another stream together, and we'll probably, whatever happens, folks, we will definitely be doing another one within the next couple of months. The Transit Live stream is definitely alive and kicking. Now, I'm just ending the poll, and I asked you guys a really simple question. Out of these two Lego Star Wars sets, which one do you feel is the better? The TIE Interceptor and Fang Fighter came top with 62%. And the MIDI scale, or in my case, the mid scale, Executor on 37%. Had 58 votes. Thank you so much for everybody who participated in that. Thank you, everybody, for giving us a thumbs up as well. And if you're watching this back, #replay gang, leave a comment or give us a thumbs up as well, at the very least. It's always nice to know who's out there watching this back. It always is. Always remember as well, folks, that if you want to see more of the Transatlantic live stream and part 1 of this, then check out the link. You'll find it down in the description where you can watch us. When Hive started his build and all I had was a fuselage. I've actually built the wings in this stream, so that's quite good. I'm quite pleased with that.
And those seem like they're a little more intricate than the main body build.
Yeah, it is. It's a really, really cool set. I do like it. It is flawed. I will say that, folks. It is flawed, but it's good. It's good to very good. I'd give it off the top of my head. If I was doing an ABC, I'd give it sort of a B plus or a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10 probably. I've only got little bits and pieces left to do, so we're nearly there. KO is very kindly give us go for 24 hours next year. Maybe we will. No, actually, I've always wondered what it's like to do 24 hours. I saw Hive do a 24-hour stream once, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
It's
I will.
Really rough.
I remember it.
Well, one of the craziest things that happened to me that I just didn't expect was I lost my voice. I couldn't talk for almost 2 days, like afterwards, because I guess
he's raspy.
I finally went past the point. I talked so much.
I bet his wife was like, "This is amazing." You
I don't have to listen to Brandon for a few days.
But I think we'll end it on a Star Wars themed super chat vid. So thank you, KO, and this is as has been for you.
Detach cable! Cable detached!
I think that's one of my favorite ones, Greg.
I do like the one. It's a good one. And Craig helped me do that as well. He was someone's messing around with it. Brick Sergeant's out there too. Thank you, Brick Sergeant. Lovely to see you. And thank you as always, folks. The main thing of us being on the tubes for 4 years is that we've got each other, which is always lovely. Me and Hive, and of course we've always had you, the likes of Minifig Who, Bricky T.Y, Lady McBrick, KO, Steve Weezer. Craig was in earlier on as well, as is, I should say, Cabbage, Stud Sidious, Danny Fandoms. Who else have we got out there as well? ACOB, of course, we had Sean in earlier on talking about all sorts of things. Simon was out there too. So too is Tech from Planet Tech. And don't forget, he's going to be this weekend on Good Morning Brick World, kicking off at what time do you start in America, actually?
10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. And that translates to us here in the UK to 3 p.m. Yeah, it's 3 p.m. It's 3 p.m. So we're back to 5 hours. Fooling with Bricks is out there as well. Axel was out there too. Great to see you, mate. And of course, we had Nick, aka the Brick Adjuster, to name but a few. And there's Lady McBrick too.
And thank you, everybody, for all your kind words and happy anniversaries and stuff like that. Because look, Greg and I both love doing this stuff, but the channels wouldn't be anything without you guys.
Indeed,
it would just be us talking to ourselves. You know what I mean?
It really would be. So, look at that beautiful Brick Sergeant. He's given us a couple of dollars as well, which is amazing. And I think for that, we will go out. Let's do. Have I got any more Star Wars? No, I tell you what. Brick Sergeant. Can I presume Brick Sergeant is American?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go with this. Here's a bit of an English meets American humor.
Something we're making for the Americans. It's called a ghetto blaster.
It's called a ghetto blaster.
Dude, Q is the best. I think that was my favorite version of Q as well.
Oh, I loved it, man. Loved him. He was he had a sense of humor, that's for sure. But yeah, Steve Weeze has been out there, and of course, Gaz Minifig Who. Thank you so much, Stud Sidious, for all your love and support over the last 4 years. And just remember this, folks. If you take away one thing from this stream, just remember that Lego, it's a wonderful thing. And each and every one of you lot are too. Take care, everybody. And don't forget to tune in for Good Morning Brick World tomorrow morning, live from Baltimore. Take care. Good night. And God save the King.
Bye, everybody.